So, what now?
Gillette presents Sensor, the system, the technology that will change the way you shave forever. Sensor, twin blades set on springs to read your face and respond. Independent suspension to sense and adjust to every curve of your face. No other razor comes close. Gillette Sensor, for the best shave a man can get.
You fucked up my face.
Oh, that was our intro. By the way, this is a video made by a channel called Frost UK. You know, kind of famous for making shit posts about the best game ever made, Hunt Down the Freeman. So
fucking brainlet.
Anyways, here's the link to the chat. Not the chat. The link to the video in the chat. I'm hearing brain farts. Oh, hello there, Egon the Last. So somehow we actually have viewers now. It
says 4 people are watching.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
Anyway, so since we're, what shall we start with? Let's maybe start with, there are a lot of funny things to discuss. Well, we can start with the Gillette ad, since we use this shitpost as our opening video. And surprise, surprise, I think everyone has seen it at this point. But yeah, the thing is that, to the surprise of no one, turns out that this ad was made by feminists.
By women?
Yeah.
Should we introduce ourselves, or?
Oh yeah. Let's introduce ourselves. So, our fascist dictator, resident.
On time, as always.
Nick?
Remember, when you think of something, just...
Stop it, get some help.
Yes.
Black Lord?
I am pleased to be here this evening. It will be blizzarding outside, so I couldn't think of better conditions to stream under.
Sounded a bit like a pirate impression.
That's not what I was going for.
Oh, matey. And then this is me, your host. And hopefully we'll get more people. Oh, let's see how things go. Well, usually it's either, right now enough people to make it lively, but not enough to for our
drill it right off the fucking bat.
Well, let's see. Striker might join us later. He figures out his sound because again, it's our great tradition. Oh, hello there, James.
Speaking of autism.
That's quite an introduction. Oh, he had Striker had to reboot because Windows decided to update.
Oh,
possible time as always. You know how it goes.
Man, it's bad enough he lives in Puerto Rico. He has to use fucking Windows 10 too.
Hey, Windows 10 is not too bad.
Yes, it is.
Windows 10 isn't too bad if you actually get your settings done right.
So basically, do the hack that turns it into Windows 9.
I've been thinking about it because I like the look of Windows 7. But no, if you set your update settings where it doesn't automatically do it, I don't know that I've got updates until I realize that my computer's been slowed down. And then when I go to shut down, it gives me a choice to shut down or an update or a restart an update.
That's just Windows in general.
The thing is that you can actually make Windows 10 look like Windows 7. It's not that hard.
I know. I actually have a complete tutorial that I found on it. The only thing I wasn't able to get when I actually did it before, I don't have this one set up for it. I couldn't get the rounded edges on the windows that Windows 7 has.
Yeah.
Well,
Arrow. Yeah.
The bigger problem is to make Windows 10 not be full of spyware from Microsoft, because that's what it is. Why do you think they pushed it so hard? Because again, have you noticed that they renamed my computer into just computer? Because they are telling you it's not yours anymore.
Oh no, Microsoft has been open about that, for a long time. That you don't own the software, you license it from Microsoft.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only reason why it is I do not have Linux on this rig is because the processor that it has was during the changeover into the new architecture, and it's like that one processor that they found out will only run Windows 10.
Yeah, I doubt that.
No, I actually found out it was like cause I was sitting there, I tried to install Ubuntu on this thing. It will not go.
Well, there's your problem. You tried to install Ubuntu. Pick another distro.
Well, I mean, I've actually been playing around with Mate because I like that one.
I threw lint on that shitty netbook that I showed Glebs in Discord. It runs. It runs fine.
Oh.
It's an ancient ass architecture, but it runs it fine.
Well, when you talk about only Windows can run on this computer, yeah, cross X to doubt.
No, the question is, can you run Crisis on it?
Oh. Can you run Crisis? Again, let's go back to the topic because I know it's our stream, so nobody sticks to topic anyways. But let's at least pretend. Let's pretend. So okay, this. Well, shall we take a look at the ad itself, even though everyone has seen it and everyone knows?
I don't think we need to.
Basically,
you don't need to give Gillette more advertising than they already fucking paid for.
Yeah, see, my problem with the Gillette thing is not the attack on men, because that's become fucking cliched. It's they're basically insulting everyone's intelligence. Like, nobody's going to remember how they went all MAGA during the election.
They did?
They did.
Oh, yeah, that hardcore, made in America.
I didn't remember this because I didn't know it. How did it
then again, I don't use disposable garbage, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I actually get like pretty good 5-blade disposable razors at friggin' Dollar Tree.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I
it's still garbage, but you're getting it from
products, and I don't know how long, just because I found better, cheaper products.
Yeah. Well, it's probably all made by Gillette too, or they are all.
Oh
made
no,
by the same
I think it's
people.
Wilkinson Sword actually.
Yeah.
I know that I was using Wilkinson Sword for a while, but
no, but I mean, like their blades and shit are probably all come from the same fucking factory in China. So
yeah, well, it's not a Procter and Gamble factory, but yeah. Speaking of China, if you want to buy those cheap knockoff Gillette cartridges, it's like a
Gillette.
Yeah. The thing is that sometimes they are as good as original ones, but like 3 times cheaper. But sometimes they are really, really low quality. The blades might dislodge themselves and
into your face.
Add a really, really sexy scar on your face. So you can cosplay as Joker.
Oh yeah, I saw Mark Hamill being autistic today on Twitter as soon as I got home.
Oh, what did he do this time?
Gun control.
He was bitching about he was complimenting fucking Zemeckis because they based Tom Wilson's character from Wing Commander on Donald Trump, and Wilson's like, no, he didn't. And Mark's like, well, I meant the performance. I'm like, shut up, you cunt.
Yeah, but back when old Wing Commander.
I'm talking about like the live action stuff, Zemeckis.
But back then people didn't hate Trump, so
but Hamill and Zemeckis were playing it off like, oh, it's an insult. It's like Wilson was like, you're fucking retarded, Mark.
So yeah, it's like trying to be woke in retrospect, kind of like.
Actually, Wilson's reply was even better. It's like, you shouldn't believe everything you read on the internet, Mark.
Oh, Rich.
Speaking of
I actually saw Tom Wilson like almost in person. Well, it was in person, but he was just moving from changing room to changing room, but still CityCon. The same one. Or no, it was the one before I got to have my picture taken with the Senate. But Jonathan Frakes was there. It was a fun time.
Yeah, I actually ended up in an elevator at Dragon Con with the original Black Ranger.
Oh,
Walter something or other.
Walter Jones?
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, I sit there, I was looking at him like, you're Zach, right? He's like, yeah. And I was like, you mind if I get a picture? He's like, well, yeah, normally I don't do it unless I'm in costume, but yeah, I mean, like, you know, as long as it ain't, you know, intrusive or whatever else, I'm not going to get all pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
yeah, I got a picture of Walter Jones going, hey, in the elevator.
that's neat.
Anyways, the topic, gentlemen.
Really?
Yeah, let's get back to the topic because it's gonna be interesting. So, for those who join us later, it's okay. Fuck off. I really hate when videos autoplay. By the way, one of the ways to combat this is to mute videos on all websites by default. So if it pops up, it doesn't start talking. I really hate when videos not only pop up and autoplay, but do it with a delay. So you have like 20 tabs open, and one of them starts singing or talking or something else, and you have to just find which one and tell it to shut up. Web developers, please don't do this anymore. Like seriously.
Be gone, thought.
Yeah. So anyways, let's check this out. I like this title. Meet the very woke woman and their eye-popping campaigns behind Gillette's controversial.
I know.
What the fuck? Are you becoming a Quebecer? What the fuck?
We already have one of those.
The funny thing is that the female director that was chosen for this was gotten through a diversity hire program.
Of course.
Well, yeah. Shock imagined. Like, I have a meme for that.
Yes.
Let's see. New Gillette ad, "We believe the best man can be," has caused firestorm for tackling theme of toxic masculinity. It was directed by Kim Geurig. More like Göring.
That was a pretty shitty ad, too.
An Australian-born and London-based ad director who has previously shot commercials for Uber, Gap, and UK's John Lewis. What the fuck is John Lewis?
Oh, what?
No idea.
So it's like, is John Lewis closing down?
Oh,
amazing.
So this ad didn't help him at all. Her ad for feminine hygiene from real breasts, known as Body Form.
Oh, fucking hell. Finally.
Oh.
Hey!
Yeah. Wow,
there we
Beaner.
go. His audio.
There's the Bainer.
Ha!
Well, your audio is working a bit too well. You
Damn it, the wall isn't working. Trump, get on this shit.
Just in case.
Yeah, but weren't the Democrats talking about a digital wall?
Why? To keep Clinton's emails out of the public eye?
Shit, I don't know.
They want the great. Now they want to copy China's great firewall, bring it to the United States so they can block
We're going
all
off
the-
topic here, guys.
Anyway, back to the
Suppress
best
the
a man
press.
can get. Back to the most soy a man can get.
Hang on,
Yeah,
but I just
yeah,
want to
well-
ask one. Apex, is there a week where you don't have computer issues?
Honestly, I really hope not. Oh, and by the way, how loud am I?
You're fine.
You're loud enough.
Oh yeah, it's a bit too loud, actually.
Oh, the
Why
God.
did you say that?
All right, let me check.
No, no,
Uh,
don't change anything.
No.
By the way, check this out. I searched the name of this Kim Gary.
Oh, I know this
Look at
chick.
the picture.
Oh my God!
Glass, am I good?
Yeah.
Dude,
She looks like every art hoe when they think they've get their first job and they immediately get fired for fucking a low end manager.
you guys remember that ad
Yeah,
about
yeah.
with Audi? That's the chick.
Oh, the one Jay Longbone covered. Yeah, that piece of shit.
Yeah, that's the same woman. I knew she was familiar when they mentioned Audi.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. Check this out. Her ad for feminine hygiene firm, featured singing female genitals.
Never has my image been more appropriate.
Muito, what? What?
You're right. I don't see what's next because the images of participants
Our
covered.
avatar. Didn't you say there was a way to shrink that or obscure
Oh,
that?
when I present to everyone, people who watch the stream, they won't see those when someone is presenting.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
Yeah.
we don't. We still see.
Well, they're getting the wonderful beauty of Change Arian as he tells someone they're going straight to hell. That's fine. Go ahead.
Anyways, yeah, the thing is, singing female genitals. Oh,
Okay.
I mean, there's some people. Usually when you see ads, they know that people talk out of their ass, but there's something different, I guess. I don't know.
Nice.
What's up with
Presenting.
and obsession with genitals? It's some.
There. Okay. That works.
I think that even though we all know that Freud was wasn't actually a scientist, he was a charlatan, a fucking snowblower, if you get what I mean. It's actually, I'm not exaggerating. I suspect that his quote-unquote theories, if you can call them that, were the result of his cocaine binges. The sober mind doesn't come up with this shit. But yeah, but he would field day with this degeneracy. Oh.
Shit, I don't know.
I'm presenting.
There we go.
Anyways, don't worry. I won't play videos of singing female genitals. It's
Yeah, that's too much degeneracy even for our stream.
I do find it funny that this woman, well, she really hates men. Like, right?
Yeah, like she's every art hoe that ever lived.
Other work includes a short film suggesting Australian men turned to bodybuilding because of bullying. Production company which made it Some Such. Well, that's a great creative name, Some Such.
Well, isn't the other firm like a fucking man's name? Like, what is this shit?
Some Such is just marginally better than what's his name or Whatchamajig.
They should have your gay go niggas as well.
Was founded by British executive Sally Campbell, who is now based in, of course, Los Angeles.
Yeah. Where all good ideas turn to soy.
I mean, anyone surprised?
Makes you just want to chug one of these.
Is that rubbing alcohol?
Yes.
And Sally Campbell
makes you want to give Smith and Wesson a blowjob.
Yeah. Oh god. I'm downing it.
Holy crap.
Chug.
I can feel my sperm count lowering just looking at her.
That is a legitimate border killer.
It's just like watching Rick and Morty.
What a
god. Like, she is harder to masturbate to than the human centipede.
Well, at least I don't know where I was going there. It doesn't really matter.
Anyways, let's get back to Some Such's previous work includes an unsparing look at periods with the hashtag blood normal. What's again?
What the fuck? Are they closet vampires? What the shit?
Well, they're nothing closet about them. They're fucking bloodsuckers.
Want to suck your master blood?
Oh god.
Well, they want us to suck theirs.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, they are the ones who suck at making ads. She has tweeted anti-Trump messages and spoken of her pride about giving female directors a fair shot. Given what garbage fire this ad is, the fair shot to the head. That would be... The director behind Gillette's controversial new ad is a woman whose past work includes an ode to female genitals and a short film that explores toxic masculinity, featuring a protagonist whose life crumbles when he becomes addicted to steroids.
Like Chris Benoit, only without the murders.
Only without the talent.
The Gillette ad called We Believe the Best Men Can Be takes aim at bullying and sexual harassment and has been viewed more than 4 million times on YouTube and has more than 1 million dislikes already.
that are left. They keep deleting them all.
Oh yeah.
Let's actually see how many dislikes it has now.
Oh yeah, it actually
something
has
like Social
more. It
Blade
has
actually-
more dislikes than it has subscribers.
Backlash.
Wouldn't it be possible to look into like Social Blade and see what the actual dislike number is? Probably. I don't know.
Okay,
that how
so
that shit-
it has now it has 22 million views, 1.1 million dislikes, and 603,000 likes. Which is,
So
It has how many million views?
well,
22 million, 1 million
Wait.
dislikes, and less than 1 million likes. So something's going on there.
Yeah. Well, at least they're still doing better than the
I
fucking
think the
2018
counts are
YouTube
being
rewind.
reset somewhere.
Oh, we know that. We know
Yeah.
that for a fact because people have had their comments deleted.
Oh yeah, they were on deleting spree of the
Oh
comments.
yeah, scroll down and see if mine is still there.
Nope.
Well,
I can guarantee you it ain't.
The thing is, if you're shadow banned, you will see your comment, but no one else would. So it's hard.
Oh
to
yeah, YouTube does that too. It's fucking weird.
dude, take a look at if you can find the one that says me and my wife's husband really enjoyed this one.
Oh,
yeah.
The one that they favored and the
Me
Yeah.
and my wife's son.
they actually one of the comments saying my wife's son likes your ad, and they didn't get to it. Then again, they are retarded. What do you expect? Okay,
I mean,
let's
they
see.
paid for the fucking ad. What do you expect? What
Whoa,
the hell was
shit.
that?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Sorry.
God.
Please don't do this again.
Are you
Thank
using
you.
the fucking
Sorry.
Russian microwave shit?
No,
No, I think he was using the-
Supposed to annoy people with weird sounds.
no. What happened was a fucking tank just drove in.
Oh, it was a Beanermobile or what?
A tank, an actual war tank.
Are you serious?
What the hell?
What is going on down there?
I was about to say, I thought you were in fucking Puerto Rico, not Russia.
So
I
it
don't know. I
seems
mean,
so right.
Cortez wants to make it communist utopia. I don't know.
Well, let me tell you something, comrade. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a cunt.
Well, we know that.
Oh, we'll talk about her as well because she.
Okay,
had
we'll
some-
we'll save the Beanerisms for later.
Yeah, let's finish that. Okay. Okay, so then Kim Gurg, the director of the new ad, is an Australian mother of two who lives in London, England. Poor children. And has a lengthy history of taking aim at social ills through her work. Gurg, who has also produced ads for Uber and Gap, is on the roster of creative agency Some Such. You
Who
know,
was read that she was born in Melbourne?
so if your creative agency has such uncreative name, why would anyone actually hire them? Seriously, what the fuck is this? Some Such. This is the most retarded name for a company. I've seen.
This is art hoism to a completely different level.
It's not, we're supposed to be ironically
This is
bad or
pure
something.
undistilled art ho. It's amazing.
Yeah. An LA-based firm whose founder Sally Campbell has been outspoken about championing women and has called out President Trump, Orange Man Bad, on Twitter.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Oh
honest
my
here for a
God.
second. But I have a feeling where she was born, she was Australian. Melbourne, also known as the San Francisco of Australia.
So,
Why do I know this? Go ahead. Sorry.
it's if your tits are oppressed by your bra, buy a bigger bra.
Either that or don't wear the bra.
So what? So, hey, I'm back. So would that logic apply if you're oppressed by your man? Get a bigger one.
I don't know. Personally, I say if women find bras oppressive, don't wear them.
I'm glad it's winter. I'm okay with women, braless women.
I'm okay with topless women.
Well, the problem is that in this case, not only they are braless but also brainless.
True.
Okay, look at this. Director Kim Goering's. I'm going to call her Goering because feminazi. Ed. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry, Daily Fail, but you should hire someone to proofread your Director Kim Goering like advertisement. It should be ad, like 2 letters, not 3. For Australian lingerie brand Burley, I'll call it Bleu, which was made to promote a new bra range called Womankind. Described breasts as being lumped together. No.
They were kept lumped separately.
No, bra is not supposed to like lump them together. It's supposed to have like separate compartments for left and right. It's not like a mitten where.
Yeah, I think the women should be worried if the word lump is associated with breasts.
Lump together, forced apart. Well, you cannot do both at the same time. It's like people lump together or forced apart. Also,
wow.
Poked. Okay, pressured, pushed, oppressed. Okay. I need to play this clip. You know which one. Yeah, this one.
Up! Now we see the violence inherent in the system. Shut up! Oh, come and see the violence inherent in the system. Help! I'm being repressed, bloody peasant! Oh, what a giveaway! Did you hear that, eh?
Was that from The Life of Brian?
No, it's from
Grail.
This is a good summary of every SJW ever. Antifa. Who else? Commies.
Communism detected.
Yeah.
America will not
Wait.
communist invasion.
Wait. Exposed? Well, if you use the word exposed to describe your bra, then it's probably not the
Yes,
right
please.
bra. It's should be the opposite.
Yeah,
no?
if your tits are exposed, you're wearing the right bra.
Oh, yeah.
Which is none.
Yeah.
Or ending with the line, "No more. It's time to be kind." So are they saying that women are bitchy because their bras are not fitted well or something? This makes no sense. Oh, this is fucking stupid. Some such produced the ad for Grey, a part of the advertising giant WPP. I never heard of them. It was first shown at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas earlier this month in a presentation fronted by Mark Pritchard, the chief brand officer for Procter & Gamble, Gillette's parent company. A display for how keen the multinational is on the new campaign. Oh yeah, because the people who should be woke on social issues are this is the huge company that profiteers from child labor and that engages in questionable practices like price fixing. Yeah, these are the people who should lecture others on how to be woke. The commission for Goering was itself consciously social activism on the part of P&G, who found her through Free the Bid, a non-profit which tries to raise the profile of female and non-white advertising directors. Yeah, that's why this ad demonizes men, white men especially, because of Free the Bid. Well, you know what? I have my own initiative. Free the bird. This bird. All right.
I have an initiative myself. Shave your coochie. For the love of God. Shave your armpits, mija. Hell. Shave your ass hair. I don't care.
Some such portfolio shows that it shares Goering socially active approach with notable campaigns that include Audis feminist 2017 Super Bowl commercial and an ad for feminine hygiene brand Libres, which is sold as Bodyform in the UK. Again, Bodyform is kind of a silly name.
What is it?
It's sanitary pads.
Oh, God.
But Bodyform would be a better name for like memory foam mattress, I think.
That's pretty gay.
Offered no holds barred look at menstruation, including shots of blood and period sex. Why?
Why not?
I mean, I'm not saying that real men swam in the river of blood. I think, but still, it's something you do, despite, not because. Hopefully, at least. I know what kind of degeneracy is going on, so let's not do it there. But yeah, there's a reason why sanitary pads are, when they are advertised, they're using blue liquid. The same with those what's the name of baby diapers. They also don't show anything that resembles what it's supposed to be. They don't use real piss and shit to show how diapers work. Because some things are just not aesthetic, non-aesthetic. Insert some synthwave 80s generic melody or something. Well, I thought exactly what I pictured when I thought about aesthetic, but it'll do. Gillette has said it stands by the new campaign, which was informed by a survey in which it asked people across the US what a man at his best looks like. I'm pretty sure a man at his best doesn't look like a soy-fed bitch. That would be a mundane man at his worst. According to the study, the most positive traits were honesty, moral integrity, being hardworking, and being respectful to others. That's why they decided to make an ad that is completely disrespectful to men, especially white men, because
of course
that's the only demographic that is socially acceptable to talk shit about and denigrate. Imagine if they actually used. By the way, remember a while back there was this stupid fucking retarded SJW initiative, like walking as a woman in New York for.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember when it turns out that most of the men who acted quote problematic were men of color, and they were,
yes.
If you imagine if this ad was more close to life and showed that white men are being chivalrous and keeping the men of color from acting like toxically masculine patriarchal oppressors. Imagine the SJW outrage and pissing and shitting off fans in anger. Yeah, well, that would be actually more close to truth, but yeah. Anyways, lost this. Respectful to others, yeah. The survey appears to have proved informative for Goering, whose film shows men stepping in to stop others harassing women on the street and breaking up fights. Well, there wasn't even like actual harassment. It was just going toward this woman with unknown intentions. It wasn't even shown what he was supposed to do. And some other dude, no, stop, don't do this. Unless this guy, either can read minds or he knows what this other guy usually does. And it wasn't even established that they were supposed to do some. If they wanted to show toxic masculinity, they could have done a better job at showing how bad men are. They didn't even show men being the. I guess that the ad company didn't want to go full on feminist, because this would be received even worse if they showed men acting like feminists think men act, or men acting like male feminists. Now that would be a shit show. By the way, if I know I'm lazy, but I'll make this my own parody of this. This is going to be my own version. I'll replace their bad male behavior, quote unquote, with actual bad man behavior from leftist SJWs and other soy-filled cucks for a more close to reality approach. Okay, let's see. Breaking fight. We're in a moment where these conversations about, every time, they do something stupid and someone calls them out, like, oh, we started a conversation. The conversation needs to happen. It's a lame ass excuse. It's the only lamer excuse when someone is, does some retarded prank and gets a lot of backlash. Oh, it was a social experiment. No, it wasn't. If it was a social experiment, there would be, it would actually be performed like an experiment with goals, control groups, and ways to, there would be a hypothesis to prove or disprove. Oh, not prove or disprove. In science, there is no such thing as proof. Proof is for mathematicians and alcoholics. Science
and apparently white men.
Well, science doesn't provide 100% epistemological certainty. There was actually a really good video which showed, well, in mathematics, because it's based on axiomatic systems and not on empiric evidence, you can actually have 100% proof. But that's why you should always check that it's actually proof, because there were some instances where some rule applied to every single number until just huge, very, very huge number, and then there was like the first exception. This number is so huge that if you check like 1,000 numbers per second, it would take you billions of years to reach to this the first exception. And all the previous numbers, they fit in this rule perfectly. But you shouldn't just because it applies to everything you can throw at it doesn't mean that it applies to everything. That's why in science it's impossible to check every single case. So plus there's inherent problems with empirical observation. Sometimes it's anyways, I'm getting off topic because today I'm the one who does it. Anyways, let's go back to this stupid shit. Conversation about male behavior are becoming incredibly polarizing. Well, if it's incredibly polarizing, maybe you shouldn't use this as an advertising strategy. Just saying. But okay, Rachel Geese, the Toronto-based author of Boys, What It Means to Become a Man, told Daily Mail. Rachel Geese. Okay, let's. Okay. Let me. I don't use image search while screen sharing for. Well, she actually doesn't look like a typical feminine. She's in some pictures.
Oh man, dude, I finally. Oh, hold on.
Goys will be goys. This book about Rachel Geese wants us to re-examine how we raise boys. Well, I think that re-examining should include how not to turn them into soy-filled bitches like Monday and Matt, or the Cuck Norris who respected women by giving them around hospital.
Oh God, I didn't realize that's what they were calling him.
Yeah, that's been a meme for a while now.
Yeah, well, I don't pay that much attention to it. So,
or the more recent one, Vaporham.
I even made a meme of the guy a while ago.
By the way, the most recent one, remember the guy who started reading like a fucking retard when a guy in MAGA hat came to the store to buy vape juice for his wife?
Oh, the vape Nazi.
Oh, he
no vape for you.
What was how the 4chan called him? Vaporham Lincoln.
Lincoln. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's pretty funny. So you should re-examine how boys are raised so they don't become like them. Oh, by the way, Andrew in the chat says, that he loves Nick. So
Oh, Nick, it looks like you have a fan.
yeah,
Nick has a fanboy.
Oh, hey, Andrew. What's up?
Full homo.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wait,
because
he's
I
your-
did. That's because I did what I was told and fucking put the link out there. So
I actually haven't gotten the link, so.
it's still in chat if you want to.
Well,
use
no,
it.
he joined after.
yeah. So
Yeah.
No. I meant the what do you call? The what to watch, not the.
So,
I wouldn't put out the fucking Hangouts. Like
link to
crazy.
the,
Yeah,
link
that
to
one.
the-
Yeah.
to the stream in the and link to the chat. By the way, here's the. Okay, so those are the links. So if you want to share them somewhere, anywhere, also one moment. I need to fix how unaesthetically pleasing this is. A
Inspect element.
left.
Have you had your element inspected lately?
Yeah, make sure nothing happens to your pate bin.
Guys, just a last reminder. Am I good?
Yeah,
you sound
a bit
fine.
too quiet, but yeah, good enough.
Yeah, your mic.
Don't change it. Don't.
Yeah, we don't want that tank sound again.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, anyways. Oh, I actually made the stupid sidebar disappear, and also it's kind of centered the.
Oh, you could do that with inspect element? Fuck! I never thought you'd do that.
With inspect element, you can. So for example, this shit. Just go to this whole thing and.
Can you just delete?
Just display none.
Oh wow!
You didn't know
Holy
about that?
shit!
What?
Wait, is this what like fucking reader mode does on a mobile device?
I don't know. It's usually it applies different rules. I don't know what I don't use internet on my mobile device.
Oh.
I'm on the computer all the time. You can do anything. You can change the text.
I had never thought to do that with inspect element, even though I know you can do that.
You can do anything.
I mean, this is basically what those scripts that turn everything like black into Jew, or vice versa. Or what was that one that did that on Chrome?
Oh, it was called Man Camp.
There, yeah.
It's deleted from the store, but I have a copy, and it's really simple. It's really simplistic. I can show the source. It's just it can be improved slightly.
You can do it later.
Anyways, there's another one called Racism Simulator, which also
maybe that's the one I was thinking of.
by the same authors, but it's also funny. Just it replaces white with black and black with white, and that's all it does. But you would be surprised. Well, you wouldn't be surprised. I mean, everyone knows that.
So
No, it's just when I hear
apply this. Just apply it to any KKK manifesto, and you're gonna have any page from Sean King.
Pretty much.
Or Ghazi Code,
the Black
aka Black Hitler.
It's just when I hear. It's just when I hear Racism Simulator, it makes me think of that game, Ethnic Cleansing.
Ethnic Cleansing is a really bad game. It's crashed.
Yeah.
It's unstable. If you want a good one, play Doom mod called Moon, where we can play as Moon Man. Hitler and,
I thought you were gonna say Angry Goy.
well, Angry Goy, it's okay, but Moon Man is funnier.
Oh yeah, because
first of all, it's tongue in cheek. Angry Goy, it's being serious. It's hard to tell how serious it's supposed to be, but
it's like, is it Poe? Isn't Poe? The music's good. It's fun.
Music is good, and actually, it's fun, but it's unbalanced and fuck. Well, obviously, Angry Goy 2, if you play it, Hitler is OP, but that's by design.
There's an Angry Goy 2?
You haven't heard about the Angry Goy 2?
No, I haven't heard about the second one. I remember when you were talking about the first one. Anyway.
Well, it's kind of... It was released late in 2018.
Oh, that's probably why.
Well, check it out. It's okay, but some characters are way harder than others. Tay is actually pretty good. Well, she has a flamethrower.
Oh, like is that like Tay AI?
Yeah, that Tay.
Yeah, I figured.
Some characters are really. Yeah, they're really, really unbalanced, and I know that's it's supposed to be. It's like in real life, not everyone is equal.
Yeah, but
so
like, are they like in-game characters you get after beating the game? If so, then that makes perfect sense. It's like Super Dante and Devil May Cry.
New characters. When you first play, you have only 2 characters or 3, I think, unlocked. But you start a game, you quit, you start it again, and it unlocks additional characters.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
that's not how you do that. You do that like you unlock a character after you beat the game.
Or at least
that's basic replay mechanics. What the fuck?
Or at least achieve some, finish the first level. Your first tier of characters is unlocked. Finish second level, second tier, or something like that.
Yeah, but Angry Goy isn't very long, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the perfect game to do like a character unlock system with after you finish the whole game.
Yeah.
Because it's so short, it makes it feasible to do that reasonably. Anyway.
Actually, it's not a bad game, but it's not a masterpiece either. But
those are the good ones, though, because AAA is shit.
Well, by the way, ethnic cleansing, if compared to ethnic cleansing, would be like Mass Effect Andromeda. Glitchy, unstable, level.
So pretty much all the fucking pole LARPers?
Pretty much.
The only thing is that I don't know how ethnic cleansing was supposed to be, how seriously it's supposed to be taken, because every single Mexican in the game is dressed in a sombrero and a poncho.
That's amazing.
And
no, it's even funnier.
Monkey noises.
The funniest part was when you go into like the subway and start killing the Jews, they shout "Oy vey" when they die.
Wow.
Kind of game well, the thing is, was it?
They kept saying, "Oh, my matzos."
I think it was running on like a engine made, by the author of this game. Again,
so it was a custom engine. Well, that's at least nice.
I think it was developed by one person and on the self-made engine, so it's glitchy, buggy, and runs.
Which is sad because you have games like Dust that were made by one person, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah. But anyway, back to dusting off the issue here.
Yeah, but this is why I recommend Moonman mod, because Doom Engine at this point, Doom Engine is really, really well polished, so it gives you a good experience.
I mean, it can run on a potato. That's like the epitome of polish, right?
No, not just that, but well, it's unless you fuck up the levels, well, again, it doesn't even change the levels. It uses normal Doom levels, but it changes the enemies, changes the weapons, changes the main character talks. But again, it's the levels are normal Doom levels. It's funny because some enemies are like it features Big Red. It features.
Is Big Red the Caco Demon? Please tell me she's the Caco Demon.
No, it's. I think she's like either shotgun zombie or machine gun zombie. I don't remember.
We lost
we lost Striker. Anyways, let's go back to the. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to the shit show. Hello.
Maybe he's going back to having the audio issues.
Anyways, let's continue with the article. Let's continue because we need to finish it. We have quite a lot of topics for today.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so even the most reasonable conversations are met with a great deal of fear and backlash and outrage. Most reasonable. Why are we talking about most reasonable conversations when we're talking about this ad, which is neither reasonable nor it's not reasonable. It's retarded. So I'm not surprised about the backlash because of that. Of course, no, you're a feminist. What I think is surprising is that the content of the ad shows all kinds of men behaving in lovely ways, except for white men. They are no. Also, being a cock blocker is not a lovely way. Just saying. So if I'm surprised by anything, it's the very different readings of the ad that I have and the people that object to the ad have. Well, we're not looking at it through the feminist lens. So, while the film appears to have come as a shock to many men in the US and elsewhere, Goering's portfolio shows that for the director herself, the Gillette campaign is creative business as usual. Oh,
You
it's
know-
not as bad as her usual shtick. Born in Sydney, Australia, Goering has lived in London, England. So
Of course, she was born in Sydney. That place is basically Los Angeles in the sense of progressive politics in Australia.
yeah, and then moved to Englandistan, which is ultra cocked. For more than 16 years, beginning with a stint at art school, Central St. Martin's. What a fucking retarded name.
Oh God, yeah, that commercial.
On graduation, she secured a role at an ad agency, Mother, where she began as an art director and worked her way through a variety of commercials and creative projects before becoming a director. She began as art director and then became just a director. Fuck off. Fuck off, Facebook. I'm not using Facebook. Not even by accident. So she became an art director and then lost the art and just became just a director. Speaking to Marketing Business Magazine Campaign in 2017. Oh wait, there's a magazine called Campaign. It's a business magazine.
Yeah, that makes sense. If it's for advertising, that makes perfect sense.
But what's up with those stupid names? They're so uncreative, so bland. Goering described. It's like remember when was it? No, not 7-Up. There was some soda company that decided that it was a good idea to have a poll where people could suggest their own names for their new apple flavored soda.
Oh man, you mean the one that said Hitler did nothing wrong?
Yeah.
And then Gotcha Granny was the second one.
Yeah, but
Gotcha Granny
was someone suggested the name soda, and it got a lot of votes to it.
There was another one that said MLG juice or something. I know I've seen it from the. I know I've seen it because of that internet historian video.
There was another one was diabetes.
Diabetes.
Another one was AIDS.
Shit.
Gushing Granny, Hitler did nothing wrong. Other really, really weird names, but yeah. I was surprised nobody said Soda McSoda Face.
It's not a government program. It's not going to get that retarded of a name.
Yeah.
I think someone came up with the name Soda Grain.
Yeah, it exists. Soylent exists.
Yeah, Soylent. Yeah, it's Anderson Cooper's favorite food next to Little Boy Cum. God.
Yeah,
I can't even joke about that. That's just.
It's like, no, Soylent Green is not meant to replace every single fucking meal.
Well, Anderson Cooper is like 50% reptile now, so who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Assuming he ever was human.
So,
well,
he's
fucking pot. Well, at least with the soy, we know he's not gonna reproduce. On top of him being gay.
I don't know. Kathy Griffin seems like she pounced on his dick with hers.
Somehow his low T count is probably less than a 7-year-old.
Well, he's not just.
Oh God!
Gay.
Don't get him horny, Jesus Christ!
He's not just gay. He's
mega faggot.
I need to play this. Anyways, so campaign 26, Greg described working at the firm as so wonderful, inclusive, and open. Well, yeah, it's very inclusive. If it
yeah, it's very inclusive when you don't have any fucking work to do.
Yeah, it's like she added, we got on without any shackles and didn't think about what we couldn't do. So basically,
yeah, because you had to work.
Yeah, the sky is the limit when you don't give a fuck.
Sky's the limit. You don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay, Goering's first stab at directing came with a commercial for Amnesty International,
oh, God.
a charity that campaigns against human rights abuses, and also they've gone full SJW too.
What the fuck is? The fuck is that?
It's one of those videos that Gleb's talking about.
Oh, it's from Gleb's? I thought it was someone else's.
No, it wasn't from me. It was.
Oh no, sorry.
Sounded
I thought
like
you wouldn't hear it.
God damn it, Quebecer.
Yeah,
gonna
Mussolini
say,
always watches
It's
some
always my fault. Sorry.
Guys, speaking of audio issues,
Mhm.
am I perfect now? Like,
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, according to the SJW, you're perfect just the way you are.
Also,
unless you're white and male and straight.
also, if your gash is this size, then the
it's obviously you can fit a human being inside if your bubble
Yeah,
looks like
look,
that.
I
Oh,
will say a proverb that will go on in history. Don't shack with a slack.
Oof.
Oh, nice
Oh,
words.
yeah, the thing is that it looks like she gave birth to Ganesh or something. Seriously.
Oh,
Probably.
My God.
That or spent a
If
week.
also, if it's that red, consult a doctor.
Oh God.
What the fuck? Honda?
Hours of redness.
Hold
Honda.
on. Get the fuck out of here. She did. Great. This is what
Degeneracy. Degenerate racer. I mean,
Oh,
we
look.
always knew racers were degeneracy, but
In the UK, she was worked for Sport England and Eurostar. I don't know what all those are. Her Uber ad features a confident woman on an apparent date with a man who cannot dance.
did
How
open
is
the
this
door,
an Uber date? Oh, the ad, not date. Okay, so it's Uber is like taxi. So
it's
how is
funny
this-
because Uber. I think they're still in trouble for it, but like massive sexual harassment.
Yeah, you ever notice that every time you ever hear about like one of the major transportation companies, Uber or Lyft, Uber's always in the news for their drivers fucking up, and Lyft is always in the news for their drivers being treated like shit.
I thought it was the other way
Yeah.
around, or both.
No. Well, it could
But,
be.
but
It very well
Uber,
could be both.
Uber got in trouble because like their drivers were there was like massive sexual harassment shit. I remember this specifically. Let me go look that up while you're.
SJW,
All the stories that I remember is always Uber's the one that the driver fucked up, and Lyft is always the stories where the driver was treated like shit.
Yeah. Former Uber lawsuit claims sexual harassment.
Wait. Check this out. Her Uber ad features a confident woman on an apparent date with a man who cannot dance. And they don't. Okay, how is this an Uber date? Uber ad? It's fucking. Yeah. Oh, I don't even want to look at this. Many have socially conscious themes, because there's nothing as socially conscious as taking a dump on white men. Her second campaign for Sport England was set to a poem penned by feminist writer Maya Angelou, and took aim at negative body image, featuring the strapline, "I jiggle, therefore I am." Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'll be right back.
Do I need to unleash the memes?
Do it.
Do it. Do it. I have some. Let me know.
Just do it.
Yeah, well, body positivity. I have worse actually. One moment.
That episode of the Three Stooges was a little too woke.
Here's a funny joke. A Chinese husband filed for divorce. The judge asks, "What's the reason?" The husband replies, "Me no come, she no come, but baby come. How come?"
Oh yeah. Remember? Are you beach body ready?
Oh shit! JT's here.
Are you
Oh my
with
God.
body ready? Ugh.
Yeah, no, I like the ones where you have the chicks like that says, don't try to rape me. I'm like, yeah, great. That's the definition of optimism.
Yeah, this is just happy wishful thinking.
You're thinking of.
Well, look, but the girl before, it's just look. I fucked a fat chick, and she fat as fuck, but not even to that fucking point. Well, yeah, she is strong because she's capable of walking with such a weight.
Yeah.
Without it,
Okay,
I
yeah.
still think people were right to hate me. I love my fat body.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of body positivity,
So that's the only thing. Oh my god.
oh, JT in the chat. Hello, JT.
If he
Yeah,
cannot
that was-
get the the Sarkeesian puss, he might as well get some in the fat of the burger.
And this is where I keep my genetics. Stunning and brave.
Yeah.
Dude, I know someone who looks like that. For real. Her ass is like, let me say it like this. It's wider than a door. Literally. Every time I see it, I feel like it grows bigger every time I see it. Holy shit. I even told her brother this.
You know, who actually also looks like that? Our Lord Gaben. Well, because he has the munchies, obviously. This is why we're not getting Half-Life 3, because that's where the budget went.
Dude,
Right.
why else does he do all those sales? He needs to feed his cocaine and marijuana addiction.
I think he
It's not
just
Vegas.
need. I think he just need money for when he has the munchies.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
He might.
munchies.
And I'm the one who just derailed that thread into
Well, again,
posting.
Well, again, we cannot have a stream go by where drugs are not brought up, especially weed.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking weed will destroy your genetics?
Oh, the munchies will. For sure.
How?
Also, yeah.
I was actually rinsing something I needed. I missed the context.
Anyways,
Anyway.
let's finish this. Okay, another film produced in 2017 for Australian lingerie brand Brr featured a diverse section of women ripping off their uncomfortable and ill-fitting bras. Well, you know what? Usually, clothing stores have rooms where you can try things on before buying. So
No, that's sexist. How dare you?
if you have ill-fitting bra, you are the one to blame. Or maybe it wasn't.
Stop being a fat bitch.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Also,
Drink that much.
well, that would be whether the whether any other advice follows. That's a good advice.
Oh, welcome
The problem-
to the Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
You haven't been on here in like ages.
Nope, I haven't been on here, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see you're doing your own show. It's cool.
Well, now
Yes.
you're here, so you can wallow in our collective misery because this article isn't over yet.
Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah, and how long is it?
Well, hopefully,
Gleb wants to go off track now.
Oh, I seen this article. Yeah, this woman is definitely crazy because she has caused several controversies with her commercials that she created, and they gave her this commercial in order to basically say, "Oh, we don't care. We might as well let this lady do it for cheap."
Yeah.
Well, no, they let her do it because they need more women directors.
No, there's also a cheap component too, because if anything happens, they can just blame her.
No, she was actually hired from an initiative to have more female directors.
No, that's true too. But...
Yeah, that too. But I don't see
How
why
to
they want to do
devalue your post in 5 seconds. How to devalue the way you got your job.
Oh, look at this. Speaking to Muse after the ad won a Clio, an Australian award handed out for creativity, Goering said the film was about women finally doing what is right for them and their bodies and not accepting the male gaze. Oh, bitch, if nobody is actually forcing you to accept male gaze. If your bra is ill-fitting, It's not because of male gaze. Just blame
It's because
yourself
you're a
for-
fat
for
bitch.
being poor.
By the way,
don't blame men. It's like
with your accent, I always get confused that you're not
Male
speaking
gaze.
about the about World War II, about Hermann Goring.
well, I'm doing that on purpose because she's a feminist.
Oh, true.
Goering. Okay, so she added, not just accepting what has gone before, often for the male gaze, but thinking about what is right for them now. Well, I mean, choosing a bra that fits them better than some random one, it's not something that's very, very new. Just be a better consumer. You don't need feminism for that. Just need to not be retarded. And by the way, not being retarded is counterproductive for being a feminist. So there's that.
Now that I think about it, there's a reason why sickle cell anemia was called Lou Gehrig's disease. Oh wait, no, that was something else. My bad. Hodgkin's is
Isn't ALS Lou Gehrig's disease?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. I mean, if anyone has that last name, you're automatically mentally or physically ill.
Oh, but that's mean. You can't say that.
Treating them with respect rather than
Be a
calling
good
them
minority. Be a good minority.
Oh fuck!
Bad token. Bad token.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, let me try. The bra is a pathway to many positions that some might consider unnatural.
Bras, a pathway to many.
It was the worst
Some might
impression
consider
of Palpatine ever. It was like positions that are unnatural. Okay, there.
Yeah, like not having back pain when you got huge
It's about
knockers. All
comfort
right,
as well as
fine.
beauty. It's about women doing it their way, as opposed to. This is fucking stupid.
If you
At
say
2015,
you're more likely to end up doing screaming monkey clasping tree or some shit.
Oh,
So dumb.
I can imagine that. Oh, okay, 2015 ad for British department store John Lewis, the one that is apparently closing down, or maybe not. Taking the topic. Oh, when I searched John Lewis, one of the first results was, "Is John Lewis closing down?"
Oh wait, that's a department store?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Again, such an uncreative name.
John Lewis.
Loneliness
For a
among
British
older people
department
with its Man on the Moon theme and became a huge popular success.
Goddamn limeys. Don't know how to fucking name a shop.
You should see the Bob Jane supermarket chain in Australia.
At least it's not like Obama's chicken.
Sally is from the UK. What does she care about Trump? It's like, isn't this international foreign interference in private affairs?
No, because we like it, even though it's not true. Oh.
Yeah,
and it's not interference when they're working for their side.
Women's rally, Sundance, fist, white supremacy symbol, prayer. Or is it like she prays for fisting? She prays to be fisted.
Oh god.
Okay, whatever floats the boat,
Oh
I
my
guess.
god. Forgot about that one.
Hackney Abbott, UK Labour. Ugh.
Yeah, something's Hackney, all right.
Yeah. Political views. Sally Campbell. I bet her favorite book is Hurty Pooper.
I haven't heard that in forever.
Sally Campbell tweeted her pride in voting, a pride and accomplishment, in voting for the left of centre Labour Party in the last UK general election, and highlighted her vote for Diane Abbott. Oh, fuck's sake. Diane Abbott is like, imagine if Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez had a botched lobotomy and then overdosed on PCP.
Oh, God.
So, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
No, compared to Diane Abbott, Cortez is smart.
Yeah. Yeah, compared to.
Have you seen that interview where she she was asked that the Labour Party's idea that UK needed to hire 10,000 more police officers, and they asked her how much that would cost. And it's really easy. You take salary of average salary of one police officer and add 4 zeros. That's how easy it is.
Yeah, just take the average starting.
The thing is that she gave 4 estimates that were all over the place, and none of them came close to the real number.
JT,
let me find this video.
I can't believe we had the same ethnicity as this fucking bitch, for real.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You, AOC, and fucking $7 Sanchez. I'm so sorry.
Former Uber engineer lawsuit claims sexual harassment. Oh my god.
Hey,
yeah, that's right. So, yeah, the
Cartlash interview. Let me play this, and I'll be right back. I'll grab a coffee while it's playing. It's only 15 minutes long.
Another coffee.
It's really telling.
Yeah. Okay, I can see Ingrid. Oh my gosh, she looks like a redhead.
Huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, this interview wasn't even it wasn't hard hitting questions or anything. It was just normal. She was so unprepared. It's not like we're unprepared for our streams. It's kind of what expected. No, she was negative prepared. It was a shit show. Just watch.
Over a 4-year period, we believe it'll be about £300,000.
£300,000.
Sorry,
10,000 police officers. What are you paying them?
No, I mean, sorry.
How much will they cost?
They will cost. It will cost about £80 million.
About £80 million.
Yeah.
Right. How do you get to that figure?
We get to that figure because we anticipate recruiting 25,000 extra police officers a year at least over a period of 4 years. And we're looking at both what average police wages are generally, but also specifically police wages in London.
And this will be funded by the reversing, in some instances, I think, the cuts to capital gains tax. But I'm right in saying that since Jeremy Corbyn became leader of the party, that money has also been promised to reverse spending cuts in education, spending cuts in arts, spending cuts in sports. The Conservatives would say you spent this money already, Diane Abbott.
Well, the Conservatives would say that. We've not promised the money to any area. We've just pointed out that the cuts in capital gains tax will cost the taxpayer over £2 billion, and there are better ways of spending that money. But as we roll out our manifesto process, we are specifically saying how we will fund specific proposals. And this morning I'm saying to you,
where will the money come from, Diane Abbott? Good morning.
The 10,000 extra police officers by using some, not all, but just some of the over £2 billion.
The 80 million is the figure we use.
Yeah.
But if you, I don't understand. If you divide 80 million by 10,000, you get 8,000. Is that what you're going to pay these policemen and women?
No, we're talking about a process over 4 years.
I don't understand. What is he or she getting? 80 million divided by 10,000 equals 8,000. So what are these police officers going to be paid?
We will be paying them the average.
Has this been thought through?
Of course it's been thought through.
Where are the figures?
The figures are that
fucking God.
The additional cost in year one, when we anticipate recruiting about 250,000 policemen.
She's just stalling.
250,000 policemen
and women.
So you're getting more than 10,000. You're recruiting 250.
No, we are recruiting 2,000 and perhaps 250.
You just said the fucking number. How do you not remember?
So it's was it 10,000 or 2,000 or 250 or 250,000?
How do you not
Yeah,
remember
that's
your
quite
own
the
bullshit?
I don't even. I
range.
think
You just said it.
she lost the math in this one.
I think
Yeah, think.
No, you. I can assure you said that figure because I wrote it down.
what I'm saying about the costs is in year one, obviously, we're getting ready to recruit. So,
By the way, this interview is obviously recorded, so she shouldn't say, "Oh, I didn't say that," because anyone can rewind and check it for themselves.
year
2
two, the cost will be
million.
63 million. In year three, the cost will be 139.1 million. Year four, the cost will be 217 million. And year five, the cost will be 298 million. And that can be amply covered by reversing the cuts in capital gains tax.
Where does she get those numbers?
I think she's just making it up because I'm just listening to her and I'm like, it was actually this number. I'm like, what?
She does do
You ever notice that it's like people like her, they never seem to understand, they never seem to see a problem when a program that they're endorsing or something trying to be behind is using somebody else's money at that point.
Also, by the way, if Labour won this election, she would be the finance minister of finances. That's the funniest thing. So,
Minister of Finance.
It's not a fluke. It's how she always acts. Like,
And that would give
like another one.
And who votes for her?
170. Sorry. We would find the money. What we've said is we would find the money to recruit the 10,000 police.
Oh, she would be Home Secretary, not finance. Minister.
Not a Home Secretary.
Yeah. The only secretary she's qualified to be is the kind of secretary who brings coffee. Riker.
No.
Oh, he's back.
This is 2019. This is 2019, and it's only the 19th day of the year, and I don't think anything will top what happened before. Just that. What will that year be? This is just the beginning.
I swear. I think this is all a fluke. I don't know how she got to be voted for, but
Corbyn, just abuse of influence.
Yeah.
See, this is the reason why I keep trying to tell people. They ask why I voted for Trump. The reason why I voted for Trump is because I voted for Trump. I didn't vote against Hillary. That's the same thing that's happening with a lot of these people. The reason why Ocasio-Cortez got in. People
that's not a valid reason. Shut up. That's not a valid reason.
I voted for
It doesn't matter how well you explain your position. That's not valid. You're not valid.
Also,
you don't exist, James.
Cortez won for the same reason. Cortez got in also, I think, for the same reason as Trump.
People like her and Ocasio-Cortez get in. It's because people are not voting for them. They are not sitting there and saying that this person is the most qualified. This person has the clearest plan that I think will actually work. It's, I don't like this other one, so I'm going to put somebody else in.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, let me play this, and I'll grab my coffee. Be right back. I think I've seen this one, and this is.
How many coffees do you grab?
Well,
you look at the caffeine glabs.
Well,
I don't give a shit. I'm just busting your balls.
The kind of subject matter we discussed here. You need something stronger than coffee, but coffee will do.
Well, I do have wine upstairs. I could go grab a bottle. I mean, I've done it on stream before. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Number of net losses so far for Labour.
At the time of us doing this interview, I think the net losses are about 50.
There are actually 125 net losses so far.
Well, the last time I looked, we had
so dumb.
net losses of 100, but obviously this is a moving picture.
So how much would 10,000 police officers cost?
Well, if we recruit the 10,000 police men and women over a 4-year period, we believe it'll be about £300,000.
£300,000 for
Sorry,
10,000 police officers. What are you paying them?
No, I mean, sorry.
How much will they cost?
They will cost. It will cost about £80 million.
About £80 million.
Yeah. We've never had. This country's never had that.
What do you think? Would you be prepared to preemptively use a nuclear weapon if it was to save millions of lives in this country?
We don't believe that the most pressing threats to
It's yes or no. It's yes or no. It's one of the single most important questions any government in the world can have if they have nuclear weapons, is if you have to use it, would you use it? Why can nobody on the Labour side say yes or no to that simple question? Yes or no?
Because we believe there are many more pressing threats, and the debate around...
That doesn't answer the question.
I know. We don't win by killing that which we hate. We win by protecting what we love.
Yeah, holy shit, it is. Oh, shit.
I don't know, it's just fuck's sake. Maybe because our voting interests are overseas.
Well, you get the idea. That's why I said that she is much more retarded than Ocasio-Cortez. So, and this Sally Campbell, who owns this agency that produced the Gillette ad, she is a fan of Deanne Abbott. That says quite a lot.
Of course.
Okay, let's go through this quickly. Enough of this stupid shit. How long is this article? Come on.
Way too long.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
And the campaign for international feminine hygiene brand Libresse, known as UK Body... Yeah, we read this already. Along with commercials, Goering has worked on a number of music videos, including Calvin Harris's The Girls, and a short film called You Think You're a Man that exposes manhood. Oh, explores manhood. Yeah, if it exposes manhood, then we can't show it on the screen. You think you're a man, just don't assume my gender. If I identify as a man, that I'm a man. So just check your cis heteronormative privilege, bigot.
We should use the plugin that changes man for Jew. So now the name Goring would be even more fitting.
You think you're a Jew that explores Jewhood. The film was named after a 1980s song by Divine that was written by a drag queen and intended as an explicit attack on toxic Jewishness, but later became popular as a drinking song. Again.
Mega faggot.
Okay, according to Goering, the 2018 film was intended to challenge the increasingly tough self-image of Australian men and Australian Jews, and features a protagonist whose life crumbles when he becomes addicted to steroids. If it's Australia, then usually life crumbles when it gets addicted to ice.
So, wait. All Australian men take steroids? That's what she's trying to point out in her movie.
Well, she doesn't say all Australian men. Maybe like stick two.
Some, like they have an issue with their self-image. Like it explains their physique that you see in many movies.
So you're saying Hugh Jackman has a tiny... Oh, no, wait. Hugh Jackman isn't.
Also,
he played one. He played one.
Still,
I can't... Is he Australian or is he fucking British? I can't remember.
Let me see.
He's Australian.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I was right.
Yeah, there's also...
So the first thought in my head was correct. Silly me.
Wait. Dude, how is this the one who played Wolverine? Or who? Is the guy who played Wolverine? Or...
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman. Yeah, Hugh Jackman, Mr.
And
Tiny
there's also
Penis,
Kurt
we now know him.
Russell. So it explains why he always tries to fight everybody. Yeah, because he always tries. Hey, you want to fight?
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Speaking
that
to
explains
Clash,
he's addicted to steroids.
yeah, roid rage. So speaking to Clash, she said, having grown up in Sydney but residing in London, I couldn't help but notice the changing size of men on each of my visits back.
Changing size of men.
Do you really want to leave that implication just wide open?
I think it's. I'm pretty sure she just means the size, as in height.
Yeah, and
not the size of the tits.
But yeah.
Hanging in the beach, I became aware how plumped up as Aussie men had become, and I continue to observe the culture of young men who seem to feel like a kind of pressure to conform somehow, to be something quite specific.
How does she know? She didn't ask them. Maybe it was their decision. Maybe they want to be like a bigger size.
Men can't make decisions on their own. They're men.
It's like I don't even
They
know.
also
It's
control
like,
society. So which is it? Well, I'm Sonic now.
yeah,
That they felt they needed to be real men, real Aussie men, and what did that even mean? Well, you don't just ask them.
Ozymandias?
You know, it's not like a veterinarian who has to guess. Humans can just ask them.
let's look at the picture here.
They're gonna reduce this to fucking
so the
pets.
message
So we're gonna
is
have
you
the
think you're
man
a
veterinarians.
A young Australian boy is bullied and turned to steroids, fuel his body,
and becomes a blonde.
Yeah.
And becomes the blonde Chad. Mission accomplished? Wait a minute.
That looks like an orc. Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah. Tonight we eat meat.
So she's basically expressing her views on the the bodybuilding scene in Australia.
Yeah, basically, and letting the implication of all men just kind
All
of
men.
rest on its
Sort of slide in, like in the DMs.
Yeah. It's like she's implicating that all men in Australia who go to all these bodybuilding competitions are extremely toxic. Therefore, it must be true, right?
What if they're just like super muscly and love cupcakes?
I don't know. It could.
I don't know. It's possible. I mean,
might be.
There's the one fucking ripped British chef. I mean, he's ripped because he was a Navy cook for how many years? But
yeah,
like his job is actually to basically do Gordon Ramsay's job and like flip like shitty restaurants. But he's still super fucking huge. He's great. I forget his name though.
Well, that guy can literally flip the restaurant. Yes. The whole restaurant.
Yes.
It's like,
dude,
fix
great
your shit
too.
or I'm gonna flip it.
I wish I could remember his fucking name.
Anyways,
but it's like he walks in the door, he takes up the entire doorway. He's great.
He would be the best bouncer.
Dude, let me tell you something about Australian men. Those motherfuckers are wilding, especially the hard cunts.
Okay, so
I think from the past, like, I think for the last 10 years, the world's strongest man of the strongmans were Quebecois.
Let's finish
Maybe
this.
not
real
the
quick.
same, but
yeah,
we're still gonna bomb you. We have poutine.
Anyway, let's finish. So yeah, this Campbell is this retard. This Campbell, yeah, she's the boss of this other retard, Britain. Breton trash. Have you heard about the High Elves? Breton, who founded the some such creative agency. You know, if it's creative agency with uncreative name,
it sounds like you don't know the name of the agency, but it's literally called some such. This is so stupid. This is so immensely stupid.
Nash. Like Goering, Campbell has made a point of championing female directors and told Ed. Oh, it's Ed Age as an Adalger or something. Oh. interview that her company operates by the mantra, we give a fuck. She added, some such gives a fuck about ideas. It gives a fuck about craft. And
oh my god, this is
notoriously known for giving male talent the choice opportunities, it continues to give a huge fuck that all its directors get a fair shot at doing a standout piece of work.
Stop, don't.
Maybe the reason why they get shots is because they fuck.
Yeah. Wokenomics 101. LD's entire customer base was an ad claiming men are scum. Go woke, go broke.
It's pretty funny. A while back, you mentioned Mass Effect Andromeda.
Like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway.
But the Mass Effect Andromeda, and then in regards to the fucking Gillette ad, maybe that's the whole point of... I see I'm starting to see a trend here. Maybe the point of Gillette going woke is so when men shave, it'll make their faces tired.
Boo.
That's how they'll be better.
Boo. Boo.
Well, since you mentioned faces, well, let me...
God damn it.
My favorite one is this.
Oh, God. Well, that's a new one.
You haven't seen this one. Like,
that one, no.
Glebs has used it quite a lot.
Yeah, it's like
well, it's probably on the shows that I haven't been on.
It looks like someone that's high on meth.
No, it's no. I'll show you the meth face. And no, I'm not going to.
It's the meth face.
Switches
this
the
is
camera.
The meth face.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I work with them. Yep, that's absolutely correct.
Also, it can be a meth face.
Yeah.
And
this looks. It was pulled from the one before. Looked like it was pulled from Life is Strange.
Oh, that's meth face right there.
That's crank.
Yeah, that's crank face right there.
More like meth up your crank.
Yeah, but here's the thing about this. No fact, this was all done on the Frostbite engine.
Yeah, it does not do well with anything fleshy.
Yeah, it does not do well with anything fleshy. It can make wonderful, beautiful backgrounds with forests and foliage, but it doesn't do a good job with the face, flesh, skin, and everything.
Unless you like mod the engine like a shit ton, which they didn't do.
No, I differ because I've seen some people using vanilla, not modded Andromeda to create female characters that actually look good.
Yeah, but they still have this like weird, like we're talking about like the way the engine handles flesh, and out of the box, Frostbite does not do that. And some engines are better at some things than others.
Yeah.
And there are games that use the Frostbite engine that have like okay flesh. Andromeda is Andromeda is not one of those games.
You couldn't help but look at the facial thing. It makes you laugh at it. That's how bad it was.
Oh God!
By the way,
why did you chime in like that? God damn it! I can't breathe.
Oh God!
This is the video.
I think you killed Nick.
Was from.
Your enthusiasm is infectious.
It's like that's how bad that the game was when they designed it.
Oh my God!
Looks that was fucking horrible.
I used to remember someone did like the Kanye West, Mass Effect Andromeda.
What?
Yeah, someone actually made a Kanye West Mass Effect Andromeda character, and I was like looking at it, like there was like I think it was like an edit.
Well, it's because he has a huge fucking head. That's easy.
I know.
He knows it. But my dicky. Still one of the best producers in the business. Can't take that away from him.
Not a single white person in that fucking game.
Yeah, and if the Rican has to complain about it, you fucked up.
Dude, let's be honest here. And this is coming from the European Mexican over there. Half the characters are 56% goblinos.
The picture of the life of the fucking Stranger Things kid ad infinitum.
I found this video where, using the normal character creation, you can actually make faces that they don't look tired. Okay.
But that requires effort.
Yeah, well, effort is something.
And not being outsourced to like a shithole like Eastern European country. Didn't they find that the studio that actually did the work was like some weird ass studio in like, I don't want to say Romania, but I think it actually was.
Yeah, I think it was Romania.
Yeah. And it wasn't their fault. It's like they get paid nothing and they have to like make the entire fucking game in like 4 months. Like literally like DMC2 shit. So of course it's a trash fire.
Well, actually, let me screen capture. So this is. I think this one actually isn't a mod. It's a character creation.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you can actually make decent looking females in Mass Effect 1, even though the thing was like really bad.
The problem with Mass Effect 1 females, like they have this, disproportionately huge neck. That,
even when I was making my character, it was kind of hard to get her looking good.
The body
in 2, it was way better.
Not at all. So the problem is that the body is really thin, but the neck would suit a muscular body, and it's
so if the neck is super wide, so the only logical trying to be realistic one would be trying to do Thunderfoot.
This actually. Oh, I think it's Mass Effect 3 or something. It's not Andromeda.
Yeah, that's Mass Effect 3 with a kind of weird. You know what? That looked like they were recreating a Mass Effect 1 female in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, but the neck is actually not.
Yeah, it isn't bad, but it's a lot closer to Mass Effect 1 than the default 3 femshep.
You guys know that
who kind of looks like a generic anime girl. I don't know why.
Yeah, because
at least it's
not ugly character.
Yeah,
No,
I love the people who bitch about fucking Lady and Trish in DMC5, and it's like you do not know what bad female characters look like. Like Trish looks fine, Lady looks so hot.
Yeah,
she looked like a trash fire in 4.
Oh wait, it's this is how. Sarah
Oh shit!
Looks in this mod.
PB actually looks like what? PB doesn't look
humanoid.
Shit.
Oh, Cora looks different, but still recognizable.
Yeah.
PB doesn't look like Shrek.
Finally, Liam doesn't look stoned to death.
Oh god.
Usually
he reminds me of some people at work now. Actually,
in my head, he had what's the name of this disease where you have joint
vitiligo?
You have to smoke joints so your joints don't ache.
Oh, fuck it. Well, that could be a number of things.
Arthritis. Yeah.
Arthritis. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Why did he look like he had arthritis?
He had to smoke dank weed all the time. So because the arthritis, because in an official cutscene, he had arthritis. I can't speak. Arthritis hand. It was so obvious.
The fucking kinetics were fucked.
How if all of your joints ache, you don't usually bend your fingers. So
Oh god, they fucked up the kinetics, is what you're saying for that scene.
Well, they fuck kinetics everywhere. I mean, come on. Remember this one?
Oh no! I forgot. Oh no!
It's not even the worst. In one.
Oh no! This game is a dumpster fire. It's amazing.
In one cutscene, I think it was Cora's hand that literally corkscrewed.
Oh god. Yeah, this game people can mod, but you still can't mod Mass Effect 1 or 2. And that kind of annoys me.
Well, that's the problem because, actually, Mass Effect 1, there are texture packs that make the characters.
Yeah, but there are no model replacements, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is how. Is that from Andromeda? Damn, that actually looks good.
Yeah, that's say.
Really? Oh well, yeah. I would love to see like a Frostbite engine game, or I would love to see the fucking default Andromeda models in a Frostbite engine with proper like skin shaders.
Oh, that's from Star Wars.
It's not Andromeda. It's Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Of course.
Oh
why
God,
did
the
you
bad
pick
Old
up-
Republic game.
Well, this one actually is pretty decent, even though it's really cartoonish. You know what it looks like? What was this?
It looks like
animated, like movie, like motion captured movie.
Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The eyes are really cartoonish, and the skin is better, but eyes are really.
Yeah, eyes are one of the hardest things to get right, which is why people tend to stylize eyes, because that's more. The human brain will accept something stylized more than Uncanny Valley. Or just go full fucking meme.
Oh, it says, oh, that's Cora in the mod.
Oh,
she looks
she
nothing
looks
like Cora.
like
She actually looks like a woman
respectable
now.
lesbian.
Oh,
instead of a DYKE. Oh, that doesn't look too bad.
Well, that's
again cartoonish, but better.
Yeah.
Also, I like the scarf.
Yeah. Is that supposed
Gay.
to be right or?
Gay
Oh, no,
detected.
it's
Gay detected.
It's
Quantity-
Anwar, the one who doesn't know that
So much gay.
ice and water are the same chemical.
That is creepy rape face.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wait! It's not. It has nothing on.
Can we get out of the fucking Andromeda hole? God damn it!
Oh, we totally derailed the topic now.
It's funny how we'd like to talk more about how shitty Andromeda is and these stupid fucking
Anything else?
Yeah. Andromeda and drugs is probably the most reoccurring theme on this entire.
I almost wouldn't have it any other way. Can we please go on to something else? God damn it!
Yes. Let's go.
Something else. Well,
the Uber lawsuit, I guess.
Yeah. No, I just brought that up because Glebs had said that Lyft was usually in trouble for like treating their workers like shit, but I remembered the Uber lawsuit.
No, Uber's always in trouble for their drivers doing shit to customers. Lyft is always in the news because of customers flipping out on the drivers. Like the Hawaiian hula doll one.
Yeah, and also the guy that went after a voice actress.
Oh, fucking! Oh, you mean fucking Tara Strong spurting out?
Yeah, spurting
she
out.
spurred out at him.
Yeah.
Oh,
he didn't go after her. She just chipped out at him.
Yeah, all because they asked him about something in the conversation, and he basically gave him his 2 cents on to them.
Wait, so they asked him. He did what he was told, and he got bitched out. Well, why am I even surprised?
Pretty much.
Because fucking Tara Strong. What else? What else am I supposed to?
He was an immigrant.
I'm Raven in Twilight Sparkle. I'm the worst person in that girl.
I'm also Timmy Turner, and I have insane drunk derangement syndrome. Woo!
Yeah.
I forgot she was Timmy Turner. She's
When
like
I fix
a bunch of little fucking boys.
Representation of the article.
Boys, who cares?
And okay, padding left 5 EM.
Oh, that thing you guys were talking about. I was gonna think Adler.
Oh, did you just justify the entire page? That's neat.
You can do anything with inspect element. I just removed the stupid sidebar and made the text wider so it's more.
Glebs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I know the condition you guys were talking about. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. That's where they have an excess of collagen, which make them very flexible, but it really sucks because it also dislocates their bones.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's that same condition that contortionists have.
Oh, but since you mentioned Andromeda, let's talk about Manvia here.
By the way, they call it Mass Effect Andromeda.
Wait a minute. This is new? This is new? Is that 2019?
Yeah.
14, 20.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The only thing I can think about when we're talking about the ugly faces of Mass Effect Andromeda are the Andromedons from XCOM. Those are some ugly motherfuckers.
Okay.
Okay, original or remake?
That's me.
No, well, the only one I can think of are from XCOM 2.
Oh, I haven't played the 2. I only played
Image is absolutely me right now.
Okay.
Wait, when you say XCOM 2, you should specify which XCOM 2.
Yeah.
The latest XCOM 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, the one that's basically a retail version of the fucking Pirates mod from OpenXCOM. I still laugh at that. It's the exact same game, except
sadly,
in a worse
I'm
engine.
not old enough to
The Pirates mod is
remember and
recent.
know about it.
The Pirates mod is just is because of OpenXCOM, and it's literally the same idea. You have a mobile base, you're a bunch of scavengers, the aliens have taken over. But it's in the original XCOM engine, but it's open, so the aliens aren't retarded. And you have actual control of your units.
Well, I mean, the original XCOM 2 also had the same premise that the aliens invaded Earth, so the bases have to be built underwater.
Oh shit! I never fully played Terror from the Deep, but Terror from the Deep didn't have the caveat of you have a mobile base. The Pirates mod does. That's what I meant. Anyway.
Oh, okay. Yes, but like at least modern XComs, I think it's how remakes are made well, because those are not remastered because they deviate from originals quite a lot, but they are they keep enough of the original to be like a spiritual successor, but still are their own games without just copying and remaking the original too much.
And then there's the fucking XCOM first-person shooter that they completely cucked on thanks to Spoonie and made a terrible game.
Actually, it was third person. I actually played it.
Yeah. It was going to be first person, and it actually looked cool. But then Spoonie had his massive fucking faggot Spurgout, and then they made the game awful.
Wait! I thought about different shooter. The third person shooter was this what was it called? Enforcer. But you are talking about Bureau something.
Yeah, XCOM the Bureau. It actually looked like an interesting game when it was originally third person or first person, and you were fighting like fucking weird goo aliens.
It was never.
And then Spoonie had his fucking Spurgout. They actually changed it because of that.
It was never first person because it was from the get-go a ripoff of Mass Effect.
No, I'm talking about the original demo for that. Before Spoonie fucking shouted betrayal like a retard.
No, I don't think that they would change everything because of Spoonie's.
No, they did. They actually did. That's why the game is hilariously broken.
Isn't he the same guy that said betrayal?
Yeah, he said it about that game.
Okay, again, I have to press X to doubt because I need to research into that. But the whole game was made like a Mass Effect ripoff, so it couldn't have been planned as a person.
Just to say, did they blacklist fucking Spoonie and all the other that guy with the glasses?
Yeah, Lord Cat had a fucking Spurgout about that. The fat piece of shit.
Speaking of,
he actually fucking blocked me because I pointed out he doesn't know how to cook. It's amazing, and he's fat 100 pounds. Imagine that.
At least it was funny when Spoonie went on.
If you're going to be a retarded wop, at least know how to cook, you fat Jersey piece of shit.
Oh my god! It's just.
Anyways, let's go back to the topic because remember Manvir here, the guy, the former lead developer on Mass Effect Andromeda, who was kind of infamous for his anti-white racism, blatant racism, and it was so bad that even BioWare had to kick him out of the team like a couple weeks before the release. So they couldn't kick him out because the game wouldn't be released at all. Maybe if it would be for the better. But they kicked him out enough in advance to kind of pretend that he wasn't there with them. It was a PR move.
He's not there. Manvir is not there.
What do you mean, that guy? No, he's not here. And you see his face in the window.
Not him.
Bad, trying to bash the window in.
Yeah, this guy. If you don't remember this whole thing, open image new tab. Let's zoom in. So there's this guy.
Oy vey. It
says,
why don't you let my people in?
I got 99 problems, but worrying that white people think I'm racist against white people ain't one hit me. Oh, I would.
Okay, Cock.
I'd like it.
Hey,
You know, this is the one of the more punchable faces.
It's not assault if he asks for it.
Yeah, literally.
A white person being called racist is the closest thing you ever get to being called. Let me play. Yeah.
Fucking nigger.
All right, calm down, feuds. Calm down.
Okay, you should show his gaming cred on his development page.
Manveers.
Yeah, Manveer. Show the. Let me see if I could find it.
You know, you can't spell man beer without man and beer.
There, because your accent. Ha, funny.
Well, man and bear.
That's the guy who drinks white tears.
Ah, yes, the cum guzzler himself.
Yeah.
He likes his tears extra pure.
Extra pure, yeah.
All right. Let me see his credits to.
The only thing in his body that's fucking pure.
The only thing he did was Mass Effect Omega. He was the game designer for that one.
Omega? Is that the fucking mobile game?
Yeah.
He was
I think it was the DLC. Other games he did, he was one of the Wolfenstein core team for Wolfenstein 2009, which was the worst game I played. Singularity.
Woman stunt team? Did I hear that correctly?
Pretty much.
Oh, God.
He also got a special thanks from Gone Home. Adrift for a thank you.
Oh, God.
Gone
Home.
Okay.
Oh, he's like, he looked dirty as a kid. Look at this.
The only thing he
oh God
he only did Mass Effect the Collector's Edition. That was what he was known
for.
Hello.
And
Hello.
Mass Effect,
another face we haven't seen in a long time. What is this, reunion day?
Testing 1 2 3 testing.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
You're fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. I got a new headset that is very Chinese but very cheap.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hurrah! It's very nice. I think that's more Japanese than Chinese.
JC Denton in the flesh.
True.
Chinese would be like Ping Chao Sing Tong Kung Fong. Oh, no, that's
according to Deus Ex,
everyone's saying.
How come that Hong Kong levels have the worst voice acting in the whole game?
But it's so good because it's so bad.
Oh.
Hey, Matt, I got a question. Did you get these on Alibaba too, or let's say the one of our businesses in Shenzhen?
Alibaba. I've never used. Keep meaning to.
Oh,
I reckon
she's getting the L.
Anyways, let's go through this article. It's a short one. So it's from. I forgot to leave links to the articles in the chat. Okay, let's start. Better late than never. So here's the link in the chat. So it's the former Mass Effect Andromeda dev will create diverse game studio this year. And it's this year. From 2019, like less than a week ago. Okay, so
basically, they're not going to hire any white guys.
Well, you know how diversity is a code word, or you can call it dog whistle for no crackers.
David the tranny gets triggered.
Just like anti-racist is a dog whistle for anti-white.
Yeah, that's pretty much. So let's see. You may have thought Manveer here vanished into thin air. Manveer here vanished into thin air. Oh, that's right.
God.
But no, he's back and building a new company after leaving BioWare.
After leaving, more like he was fired.
Yeah.
Is that
during development, but they
over creative differences.
Real quickly.
I jog my memory. That's the Indian dude that was like fuck all white people, basically.
Yeah,
right?
Pakistani, but close.
Pakistanis are is what India shut out when it's got rid of all its Muslims.
Oh God, yeah, Pakis are actually pretty bad.
Dude, they're the worst people on earth, man. Trust me, I live in England.
Oh no, I know. I've had family who's had to deal with them because of the military.
Well, both of
So they've been through, so they've dealt with a lot of people in the Middle East. The Pakistanis are the lowest tier.
So he's a Pac-Man.
Yeah.
However, this new company from the former Mass Effect Andromeda developer, that's something that doesn't instill confidence. And he was the lead developer, so he can be blamed for many problems.
All the problems, in fact.
Will not only be revealed sometime this year, but it will be a full-on diverse video game studio. I bet you haven't forgotten the controversial and glitchy title by Electronic Arts and BioWare. Oh, we'll never forget it. I'll remember it to the day I'll die.
Here's something comical. I think you can buy Mass Effect Online now, like the new one, for like £17 or something.
17? That's still way too much, dude.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still way too much. But in the shops, Mass Effect 2 and 3, I think, are still a higher price than.
Well, yeah, because they're actual fucking games.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
they're games that you would actually want to play and treasure.
By the way, the fun fact.
And 3 to a very low degree.
If you go to Steam and search for Mass Effect Collection has Mass Effect 1 and 2, and that's all.
Yeah, because 3 is on Origin only.
Yeah, also because 3 is dog shit.
Well, it has good parts, but yeah, it's mostly dog shit.
Yeah, it's dog shit at the end, but
there are parts in the beginning where it's bullshit too, like the fucking Reaper invasion is weird.
The plot was bullshit all through and through, but then again, plot was bullshit in the second one as well. The first one, though, the only one with good plot.
The second one, it's okay.
It's mediocre.
It's mediocre, but I think the interaction you have with your crew is good.
But it's
I don't like a game that makes you make moral choices throughout the entire game, and then at the end, fuck all the moral choices that you made. The choice that you make has shit all to do with everything that's gone on.
Yeah, 2 did that well at the end. Like, choices you do way early still affect the end of the game, which is good.
Well, I actually think you could make a shout that the end of Mass Effect 3 was diversity politics before it was like, blown up in all our
faces. No, that's way too much fucking thought put into it.
Yeah, I mean,
no, think about it. Your evil renegade bad option was to kill all the Reapers. These sentient machines that kill over generations,
they harvest.
Eons,
right?
No. You could kill Reapers both. Paragon and Renegade options were so similar that the difference was literally just a couple of ways that he phrased it. The ending was still more or less the same.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty much the same. But what I'm saying was,
you can either kill the Reavers, enslave the Reavers, or integrate everybody.
Right, yeah, and it was the integration part is why I'd say that that's like the ultimate in diversity politics of like the ultimate collective, right? Like,
yeah, but the weird thing is, based on what we know about the Reapers, that's basically the Reapers winning if you integrate. Because that's what they were trying to fucking do in the first place, in 2.
Yeah. And
just a really good analysis of this. Check out Smart Boy's playlist called Mass Effect 3 Bookends of Destruction.
Smart Boy's great.
Yeah,
I've never heard of him. I'll look him up.
I've been in a couple of his streams. He's a good guy.
The only ending that makes any sense is the control ending, where you control the Reapers and become the galactical dictator. At least this makes sense from some point.
Oh, the 3 presented. Why didn't you like Destroy?
The Destroy is like...
Oh, because you fuck over the mass relays. That's right. Because you kill everyone.
Yeah.
Like, you kill the entire galaxy if you do that.
Yeah, when mass relays blow up, they
supernova.
System they're near.
As we saw in the Arrival DLC.
Yeah. So if you create... First of all, if you choose
Great job, BioWare.
The destroy ending makes no sense because even if you destroy all synthetics, it doesn't mean that someone in the future won't create new race of sentient machines. So
if anyone's left fucking alive,
Yes,
because there's a mass relay in every inhabited system. That's why the title of the fucking series. God damn it! God damn it!
At least in the control ending, if you had, or you did a lot of side questing. Reapers fix the it's the extended edition DLC. But yeah, if you had completed enough side questing, if you choose the control ending, the Reapers fix the damaged relays, and relays don't blow up; they just malfunction. But you can fix them, so at least things are less fucked than any other ending. It's the only one that makes some sense. It's still stupid, but it's not as stupid as the other two. The integration ending is the most retarded one of the three, because it's literally some magic bullshit. It's not hard science fiction. It's space opera, but even by space opera standards, this integration bullshit. How do you immediately integrate like nanites? How do you infect everyone, literally everyone in the galaxy with nanites through mass relays? And what does it mean? Like, they eyes become green. So
and so quickly
now,
and so quickly as well. Like they've got that kind of technology. Why is there this cycle in the first place? Is like, oh, we want to stop the endless machine and or living organism wars, so we'll create a race of machines that occasionally just mop up all sentient life. I'm like, what?
Well, it was supposed to be.
It doesn't seem like a good solution.
I think that it would be better if the motivation of Reapers was never explained, because at least you could think of something, or it was left as like.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the inexplicable. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
like, it's actually some of the better stories that we kind of love. The ones with like ambiguous. Okay, well.
Yeah, the Borg were ruined the moment we got fucking first contact. Really. You could argue Borg and all that, but still.
Anyways, let's get back to the article, or we're already just straying away. But the thing is that the synthesis ending literally makes no sense. It's so stupid that it's. Oh, by the way, let me play the sound clip. Fuck, worst. Yeah, this one.
Stupid.
Okay, let's see. I bet you've forgotten. Blah 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 blah. Mass Effect entry known as Andromeda sparked many headlines, but some of those pieces published by websites also included the exploit of the developers too, including their racist tirades. One of those developers happens to be Manvir here, who took up a talking tone to explicitly speak ill of a certain race of people as seen below. Yeah. I'll never forget it. Not long afterward,
is that fucking Bunty?
BioWare to start up his own indie project as seen in the archived image below. I guess this is a good time to mention I left a month ago as soon as we finished, and I have started an indie studio doing amazing things. Flex bicycle helmet. Why the bicycle helmet? Is he?
Because he's a fucking sped.
Oh yeah. I wanted to say that. No, he's a special needs. Also,
white people.
The fucking crown from stolen from Burger King.
King Curry Thunder.
I thought it was fucking Bunty King at first.
Yeah. It's a cross between Bunty King and Bunty Cock and Maddox.
Now that I think about it, Curry Thunder is actually what they call curry-induced diarrhea.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh god.
King
He
diarrhea.
didn't think it through like most of his career.
As of January 1st, 2019, he took to Twitter to announce that the diverse company he'll be heading up will be announced sometime this year. 2019 will. Oh.
Wait, so he said he had an indie company, but he only announced it this year. Genius.
So he's still, after leaving BioWare, he still cannot start his own company. I wonder why.
Because no one wants to work with a fucking loser.
Yeah. There's no telling whether the company that is said to be announced sometime this year will stand to be an indie studio, as noted last year in the above archived
At
image.
least fucking Peter Molyneux has a studio to never make games with.
Or if the company will produce AA games. Oh,
Double A games.
I'm actually curious. Like,
cheap ass mobile
do you
games.
think that video games will get back to being something decent, or do you think that like the trust and safety commissions have dug their claws in too deep, and basically gaming is going to continue getting worse?
No, games are paused unless you go to like fucking Eastern Europe.
Well, that's the
Pretty
thing.
Because Japan is lost now. Thank you, Sony.
Again, it would actually
Thank you, Sony. You fucking slant-eyed faggots.
I think that industry crash would be a good thing in the end because
yeah,
the degeneracy needs to be purged, and
not just Sony, Nintendo, and all the other Japanese.
Nintendo does their own thing, but they're not quite as bad. It's just mostly about greed for Nintendo. Sony is fucking like paused up the ass. It's
greed
sad.
is a really common occurrence recently in the gaming industry.
Now that I think about it, isn't next year supposed to be the year that Neo Tokyo gets destroyed?
I think you mean this year.
No, next year, Tokyo 2020. Okay, I can't be the other one here who has watched Akira.
Akira, but I don't remember the date. Last time I saw Akira was like 5 years ago, so...
The last time I saw Akira was 20 years ago. So, yeah, my Akira lore is pretty out of date. All I can remember from Akira is him walking out of the room and popping those dudes with his brain, which was hilarious to, like, 11-year-old me.
Yeah, I remember because it also takes place the same year as Blade Runner. So this year.
Well, our futures are way more dystopian than theirs ever were.
That's the scary part.
It's way worse.
I wouldn't say that Katsuhiro Otomo was a prophet, but considering how Japan became what it is right now, I'd say we're close.
Do you tell you the most prescient film I've ever seen in my life is Demolition Man?
Oh yeah,
God,
the film that actually is more appropriate, not appropriate, more
accurate.
Well, so it actually became. I'm dropping hard, having brain farts.
No, I know what you mean. It was so prescient. It's scary.
Yeah, it's
I mean, like everything that was in that film has pretty much come to pass. Like a completely pussified police force afraid of words, right? Fining people for the things that they say, right? That I mean, I'm speaking very specifically about the UK here. Cameras everywhere, watching everything you do all of the time.
Yeah.
Right. You've got like like the what you would call just like normal regular people, like your egg-friendly type people. They're all forced literally underground. Right. The people on top, like the bankers, the Raymond Copto, like that guy wants to microchip every single body, and everybody in the future is microchipped with a tag in. You pay for everything using your microchip in your hand.
Yeah,
like,
I mean that's what they're
that film is fucking
friggin' smartwatch, everything now.
Man, it's frightening when you watch that. If you watch that film back, I watched it maybe a year or two ago, and yeah, as Gleb's just said, the closer we get to that time, like the closer we, the more we advance as a species, the closer we're getting to like Demolition Man. It's fucking bizarre, like really bizarre. But yeah, I know we're at the point now of just like censoring voices online, but I don't know, man. I definitely fear for Britain. I think that it's going to be civil war regardless of what Brexit does. One way or the other, it doesn't matter which way it goes, it's going to be civil war in this country. Like France is already in a civil war, like bizarrely. I'm not sure if you could call it out and out civil war yet, but that's what, 10 weeks now? 10 weeks of like tens of thousands of people just getting to the streets, saying, week in, week out. Left and right. It's crazy.
Vive la France.
I posted a thing on Gab saying it's a sad day when you're an Englishman and that the French are leading the way in bravery against the state. Like, whoa, what's going on, man?
That's one of the things that's really weird, given all the stereotypes about, how.
Oh yeah, exactly.
There was a joke. I saw this joke in the comment section of a video by Forgotten Weapons. why weapons collectors love French firearms. Because, well, you get a used French firearm and it's in pristine condition, never used.
The eternal angle strikes again.
I need to rewatch Demolition Man because I remember just vaguely, but from what I remember, it's pretty much prophetic. So the tendencies were present even back then, but not to this extent that they are now.
Yeah.
So it's
Demolition Man would be a much more ideal future than what we have now.
No, man, you need to rewatch that film and reevaluate what you just said. Demolition Man, if you're into any idea of freedom and liberty, is the most terrifying future ever, and we're pretty much living in it. Like, people go on about 1984, talking about 1984 is like some, blueprint that everybody's using. I'm like, no, fuck 1984, fuck Orwell. Whoever made Demolition Man, they know where it's at. They knew what was coming. Yep. Just like the Unabomber. That guy knew what was coming. Started blowing everyone up because of it. It says something that one of the like top 5 mathematicians of all time or something ends up being some psycho, bomber that lives on his own in the woods, making his own explosives out of like mushrooms and tree bark. that dude, man, like maybe we should pay attention to what he had to say.
Oh, and speaking of,
I wonder if there will be a super criminal that will actually outsmart everyone, except for one guy that knows how to beat him.
You just described the plot to Death Note. What the fuck are you doing?
Also, speaking of dystopian future, what else is coming to pass? Idiocracy. And this, if you didn't listen, it was my segue into our next topic.
Oh, yes.
I have the perfect image response for this.
Oh, yeah, that one.
It's going to run a train on progressive agenda.
She cannot not know what this means. She supposedly comes from the Bronx.
Yeah, and she also claims she's a Jew.
Oh, speaking of, we talked about this last time, but whoever chose this picture for the article, let me show this picture again.
Oh God, yes, this one's beautiful.
Chose this particular image. Let me find it. It was somewhere here.
Do you know what she reminds me of? You ever seen those porns where it's like sorority girls hazing? She looks like one of the girls that would be doing the hazing.
Yeah,
she looks exactly like them. Like, she'd be the kind of girl like screaming in some fucking girl's face.
You know what? I would not be surprised
at a Jewish event.
I would not be surprised if there is actually like an old porn video and she's in it.
Well, she
I would not be surprised at all.
I don't know. I remember hearing something about one of the royal family, like whoever Prince Harry. The younger one, whoever he just married, was supposed to have done a bunch of porn.
Alonso Cortez reveals Jewish ancestry at Hanukkah celebration.
Look at the picture.
Yeah, and he's doing the fucking happy merchant pose, like unironically.
The
image, you will see.
Yep. And the funny thing about it is that there was a video I remember someone did like a conspiracy. I forgot his name. Atlantean Gardens. The Robert Schaefer. He made a video about this in response to Cortez, and I was just like, and he was like talking about the conspiracy and everything, and how the Jews converted to Christianity. And it was the Spaniards that forced them to convert the Jews. It was kind of an interesting history lesson there. They were called conversions in Spanish. I forgot what it was called.
There was
conversion. Yeah,
conversions. Yeah.
There was like a alt-writer who posted that. All pirates of the actual pirates were like most of them were Jewish.
Gloves, I can't. Gloves, let me say it like this: I can never ever read that without that fucking Project Pat song coming to my mind. Yeah, you know the one. Let's run a train.
Oh, yeah.
Spread it open. Let's run a train. Let's call the boys. Let's call the train.
Yeah.
I'm about to cry.
She's about to go after the Trump train in a race to.
Where's this? Oh, there's no video of this interview.
Of course.
Washington Post couldn't find her picture where she isn't derpy as fuck.
Because they don't exist.
So there's let's look up the internet. There's eventually someone going to put a nude photo of her up and running.
The Ocasio-Cortez nude photo hoax is straight from the misogynist harassment playbook.
Oh, man.
At least there was
that holds just about as much weight as when fucking SS Sniper Wolf said that bitch isn't me. It's clearly her.
Yeah, they already exposed the truth about that one. It turns out it was actually legit.
Oh yeah, because it looks fucking exactly like Leah before she like fucked up her face.
But deep fakes aren't that good yet.
No.
Also,
oh, sorry. I meant to say.
Also, why would you? She is a fucking whore.
Oh, sorry, guys. I meant to say "Slob on My Knob" by Twisted Mafia.
Slob on my knob. Slob on my knob. It sounds better with an English accent. I'm sorry.
Let's call the boys. Let's run a train. Squeeze on my nuts. Lick on my butt. All it needs is the E-rate version, and that's it.
Slow, no, slow. It's about as much ear rape as you're going to get. Sorry.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I ain't into that shit, and you ain't paying me, so.
Alexandria, I don't know about her, but she's one of those. We call these women yales or thoughts in Puerto Rican culture. Basically, the fact that we had to share the same heritage as this brain dead fucking moron. That makes me ashamed. I'll be Puerto Rican, honestly.
Spanish or Puerto Rican?
Yeah, she's a fucking Rican apparently. God damn it! I'm
her
so
parents.
Sorry.
Her parents are Rican, but she was born in New York, so.
To converted Spanish Jews.
Yeah, it's actually a thing here. Believe it or not, there's a lot of Jews where I live.
So they have a fucking 7-layer dip for matzo? What?
Bruh, dude, half of these motherfuckers came from Cuba back in the 50s. So
go back to Daddy Castro, you fuck.
So they decided to come by and decided to.
Your own country wasn't shit enough, so you decided to come to the U.S.'s satellite state.
Dude, let me say it like this:
Trudeau runs Puerto Rico.
Who?
Does that mean Justin Trudeau runs Puerto Rico?
No, his daddy does.
No.
It's actually Cuba. That's Cuba. Correction.
Oh,
Cuba.
Yeah.
You're both wrong. It was Justin Trudeau whose daddy was Fidel Castro.
Yeah, Fidel Castro doesn't run anything anymore. He's
because he's dead.
He doesn't even.
That's why Justin Trudeau runs it now.
Yeah, he committed not alive anymore. Basically,
go commit not alive.
He didn't make himself an anti-hero.
9/11. That would be a woke take.
You should have targeted the cranial region.
By the way, speaking of retardation, again, should we even talk about this? I think she does this on purpose. She's trying to be like Trump, but the problem is that she's too retarded to be like Trump.
So it's basically the leftists when they try to make memes because they think Trump is a meme, so they try to imitate Trump, and it's just awful.
The left cannot.
Which is pretty bad considering that the man eats fucking burnt steaks with ketchup, eats pizza with a goddamn fork. Come on.
No,
that shit is not acceptable.
Steak
with ketchup
it depends on whether or not you're wearing like a $5,000 suit.
No.
If I was wearing a $5,000 suit, I'd eat pizza with a fork.
No, You use a fucking napkin like a normal goddamn human being.
Well,
By the
and
way,
he eats
You're
KFC.
supposed to use a fucking napkin because you're wearing a $3,000 suit. You don't want anything on that shit.
Also, my biggest
Or
problem
you
is
take the jacket off.
Trump eats KFC. No, not just the thing he eats. He
Oh, I
eats
don't
it
mind
with a
him eating
fork.
fast food.
Just
But
like-
just don't eat fucking steak that's burnt.
no,
with
don't eat
ketchup.
KFC because it's shit.
It's retarded when JFK did it. You don't need to follow suit. I'm sorry, I get triggered by fucking burnt steak. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Fuck that.
I wanted to everyone to pay attention to the fact that even though Gillette alienated their audience by pandering to feminists are not impressed. The celebrated new Gillette proves even Me Too can be copied by the male-dominated capitalist machine.
My nigga, you say me too. Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
See, there's just no winning with these people.
Also, I wonder why someone whose last name is Bergman would be against capitalism. You know?
I just want to point. I want to point this out. Feminists have been saying men need to hold each other accountable.
Oh my God! Really?
Hold men
Really?
accountable. Feminists
Really?
complain about Gillette telling men to hold.
Look at this bitch! Holy shit!
Shit, look at those fucking eyeglasses.
She doesn't have a fucking jawline. She has
Do
a
you know what?
fucking toe head, like
When
a
I
literal
look
toe
at-
for a head.
Dude, when I look at that woman, I can understand why Muslims want to kill us all.
And I will gladly join them alongside Alex Jones. Allahu Akbar.
Holy fucking shit. It's the chick. It's the chick.
It's like if you put a wig on a fucking toe and then put problem glasses on it. Holy shit!
That's a
And
boneless soy dish now.
This is a literal wig, though.
It is.
I'm getting just with the women going their own way instead of MGTOW. I'm trying to be a cheeky fucker. I'm trying to be cheeky.
That's all. But what I loved about that Gillette advert was, they weren't subtle because these people don't have subtlety. Where every single person sort of trying to stop the seedy white man from talking to the hot white woman.
Yeah,
was
black people were the ones who pointed that out because it was patronizing as fuck. And the other thing is, there actually is a toxic masculinity problem in the black community, which is why they're pissed. It's like the one group of people that could actually benefit from this, and of course you patronize us. Fuck you, even harder.
And actually, if you look at that ad, the one black guy that they have being toxic masculine or whatever was acting like a white guy.
How so?
At the suburban, the suburban barbecue.
Oh, the fucking barbecue? The fucking old dad who's looks like he's fucking high.
Boys will be boys.
Yeah, he was the black guy in the
like
boys.
He's fucking Bernie Mac before he died on a sitcom. You mean that shit?
Yeah, pretty much. But he was wearing, like the Izod polo collar shirt, and
I have those shirts.
Typical acting white guy.
The white could it be the whitest person you know?
Boys will be boys.
He sounded.
I laugh so hard, man. But the funny thing is statistically, white people rape less than anybody. Especially in the UK, the statistics for Muslims and rape is absolutely shocking, man. Shocking.
Not really. They're Muslims.
Dude. Muslim men in the UK are one.
No, you didn't hear what I said.
It's not shocking.
Shocking implies being surprised at it.
Well, while being 13% of the population.
Yeah, no.
That.
Dude, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. Muslim men are 1 in 50 men in the UK. 1 in 50, but they're 1 in 4 sexual assaults and 1 in 3 violent rapes.
2% of the population.
Yep.
Commits how much?
About 25,
99.
About 25. I think it's something like 25% of all sexual assault and something like 33% of violent sexual assault.
That's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that should make Black American murders seem saintly by comparison.
Oh, how quaint! That is so quaint.
Yeah,
How quaint.
fucking.
Actually, no. The percentages there actually line up. You have 2% being. Oh no, shit! That's right. 2% committing.
Yes,
33%,
yes, that is way worse.
Oh wow,
way worse, dude. Way worse. And like, because when
13, quick maths.
After the Manchester bombing, I was having an argument with this lefty guy who was like, "Oh, white people always commit more sexual assaults," and I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna go and fucking look that up, man. I want to see that for real." So I looked up the prison stats and like convictions and stuff, and I looked at the numbers, and I was shocked. I was like, "What the hell?" Like, yeah, Muslim men, 2% of the population, and they're like 25% of all sexual assaults. That's insane. That is insane. That is a proportional representation.
It's
now I can just every time someone brings that up, just say, "Well, actually, you're wrong."
Well,
Dead wrong.
Actually.
Yeah, do it in that voice as well.
That got me banned from Facebook. Well, one of those memes. It's topical.
By the way, Gleb, did you had? Oh my god. I want
one of my favorite memes ever.
Yes,
have
it is
we?
a classic.
Did we have any plans to talk about the Tonka saw debacles?
Yeah, that's about to.
Yeah, isn't the fight going on like right now? Well, it would be if fucking Dead Air would show up.
It was supposed to happen.
So what's Andy doing? Did they give him a whole bunch of like fucking coke and he's just punching the air? I mean, he probably brought it with him.
No, he tried to, sabotage this whole event for a while, and the problem is that he never intended. He thought that Andy would pussy out, but Andy didn't, so he tried to sabotage it.
Why would fucking Andy puss out? He has nothing else to do with his life except snort drugs.
Who are we talking about? Who was?
You realize how much drugs you could snort during a fight, dude? Of course, Andy's gonna be there. Oh, I get steroids in my ass. All right, it's go time.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about now.
Andy Worski and Tonka Saw were gonna fight tonight, but then Tonka put it out.
Who the fuck is Tonka Saw?
Andy
the guy who
runs Canadian crackhead.
He runs the
crippled Indian.
Yeah, he runs the Kumite streams.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, that actually was our main topic for tonight.
Tonka was sided with the crowd of all people recently, so his stupid behavior shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. This is exactly what you'd expect from a crowd fan.
Yeah, the only issue that I had was the fact that he made this stream to facilitate all the drama between all the people in like Andy Worski, and they used to be friends, but then they just separated because it even with what's his name, the French guy, I forgot his name.
JF, yeah, but they eventually not parted ways, but made up. That's the word.
Made up. Yeah, because they had this really big drama, and it was like it seems that Tonka thrived on the drama.
Oh yeah, he did.
So once JF and Worski made up, Tonka basically had nothing to do.
Yeah, he basically started bitching about it too. It was like the whole drama situation with Tonka and Worski, it just became a big problem. Because it started, I think the fact that a lot of people were talking about this issue, I think that the fact that Tonga was getting paid a lot of money, and there was some digging into the whole thing. Like people were digging up stuff, like bringing.
Oh
up
yeah,
his,
they used to stream together, didn't they? Fuck.
Yeah, they used to stream together.
I forgot that.
And the funny thing was, they were. He had a big following. Tonka had a really big stream with Failure and everybody else, and it just they became very popular. Like they had like almost 2,000 to 3,000 views on a live stream. And it got to the point where they became famous, but they also had their fair share of haters, which were just a bunch of, edgelords that like to make fun of stuff. Yeah. Incels. Like they like to make fun of things and just try to, troll. And it got they kept starting like this secret drama between the two and try to, spread rumors and all this other shit. And it kind of exposed some of the truth that kind of what Tonka they digged into Tonka's past, and he tried to claim that he was, because I remember that some people brought up and asked Tonka about his wrestling career. It turns out he was like an indie wrestler, not well known in the scene.
Weren't they like
time.
fucking illegal fights too? Like completely illegal? Like it were in someone's backyard and shit?
No, they were like in small. Like there's some videos that popped up with his name on there. Like he actually said his name, and they looked up his name and they found out his name was just. Let me see if I can look it up because
Is he even Indian or is he Elizabeth Warning this shit?
He looks kind of like
he's definitely definitely partial. I mean, definitely more notable. At least he's
let me see if I can find a picture.
Unlike Elizabeth Warren.
Just, I'd say, also, by the way, since he fucked up his spine, I would say his spine is as crooked as Hillary.
Yeah. Here's a video of his
Why would he
face.
fucking agree to the fight if he had a fucked up spine? What is wrong with him?
Because he's trying to play it wrong. Also, by the way, AIU. I almost said autism is unstoppable. Well, yes. But AIU.
Look up. I'll show you the video, but skip
AIU
up to
bet
43 seconds.
his fucking channel that Tonka would win. Now he's all going ape shit because people are saying, "Look, it's just like Tonka fucked up," and it's like maybe I'd say it counts as a win for Andy. And I was like, as usual.
Here's a video of Tonka Saw, but skip up to 40 seconds, you'll see him.
Okay, let me play it. One moment. So, screen capture.
Yeah, because I linked the video. Skip up to around 40 seconds. You'll around 42 or 43.
All right.
That's not Tonka, but keep going.
If only it was.
There he is.
Yeah, that's Tonka.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I could break him.
Fair enough.
I could break him by sitting on him.
Skinny guys like that can take a
You look like stereotypical college stoner.
Yeah.
I'm more of the frame of the guy on the right.
He's doing the Nazi salute wrong though.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it like this.
Of course he is. He's Italian. I'm Italian. Of course I don't know how to do the Nazi salute right. Do it right.
Oh man,
dude. Speaking
that's
of,
hilarious.
Plebs. I already told you guys this, but a friend of mine recommended me this movie. It was called Capital Farsal, which literally means Captain Falcon. It's basically, this movie is fucking ridiculous. It's basically Batman and Robin, but with a fascist touch. It's insane. That's actually the source of where that communist scene came from.
Wow, I need to check it out.
Yeah,
that's definitely a post-stream movie time.
Yeah.
That was actually.
By the way, since we already mentioned Kraut, I need to talk about this because almost every week Kraut does something retarded, but this time he has outdone himself. This is I think it is on par with the pregnant Trouts.
Wow, that is an accomplishment. Hats off to you.
But really,
degenerate.
Less than a year ago, the Kumite was one of if not the biggest stream ever, and now Tonka will literally never recover. I 100% never.
let's see. Yeah, a year ago, when internet blood sports was all the rage, Tonka. I don't think he was the biggest. He was still probably like.
I was gonna say him and Andy were neck and neck, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still say Worski was just a hair above Kumite, but then
Kumite lasted longer.
Yeah, well, it's still. I'd say both the internet blood sports thing, started to die down.
I knew someone who knew who didn't win, but he was on the committee. One of my shitpost video was started there. I think it was my crowd fire. The crowd was lit video that was, and one of the guys said apparently he didn't hate it, which apparently means that he fucking loves it.
The Hellfire bid.
Yeah.
By the way, let's talk about stupidity. So the title says it all. Crowd was tricked into giving his Discord server away.
What?
I heard about this. This is amazing.
So yeah, he says this server will in the near future be used as the community server of the channels Jar Media and I Hate Everything.
Why? Why though?
Because he's fucking retarded. That's why.
Several changes will be made. The base structure will remain. Like, why would Alex...
Why would I Hate Everything want the base fucking doc server to stay?
Yeah. Let's see if it works. Oh, it doesn't work, just like a split dick. If it don't, I'll make a new server. Oh, like 80 other servers he made. I mean, you remember what happened to my last public server? Oh,
why would you do that? Why?
Because he's too autistic.
And people get surprised why Germany lost 2 fucking world wars.
I need to play this.
Exactly.
Jontron.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
I randomly handed it over to a 50-year-old alcoholic and left. So
why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Oh, you're so dumb.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do it?
Wow.
I gave the server to this guy.
Steel-toed boot liberal?
Verdiesen.
Oh, so that was the guy who was imitating. I gave it away.
No, that's his previous server. He just
gave it away
to him. So he gave his old server to this guy, and then gave this server, current server, to someone who pretended to be Alex from I Hate Everything.
Oh god.
I don't know. You'd want to hand a proper community over to IHE for no reason. You think the server would go to shit? Oh,
Why the fuck would you hand a server over? He could just make his own.
Yeah, I think it's possible. In the end, all that would change the profile of the server. But his fan base can be more toxic than the all right.
All right.
All right.
I think they're all right.
Well, I mean, he has a point because I Hate Everything likes The Last Jedi. So yeah, there's some.
Yeah, he agrees in private, but fucking Mahler and Wolf won't release the tapes.
So he agrees.
That really hates everything, doesn't he?
Couldn't admit it. Well, actually, yeah. Given that he didn't provide, at least when you listen to people like what's his name, Major Lee, or what's this fucking retarded, pretentious, soy boy,
Patrick H. Willems.
Yeah.
Mr. Actually, soy drinking milk fag.
I think
hold up.
Like Last Jedi, unironically.
Oh my goodness!
But Alex, I think he, you can see he couldn't even come up with any argument in defense of Last Jedi. He just really, really tried his best and couldn't do it. So yeah, it's bullshit.
Oh dear God, the T-Series logo makes this more good.
We won't just rush it. We will take this slow and easy. What makes you think they will take our... What?
I don't like it. It's far from that, dude. But it's our children, dude. You're incapable of having children, even if you didn't have a split dick.
Yeah, I don't like it. Oh yeah, this
T-Series got involved. This is funny.
Hey, what the fuck?
Just that dude.
Is that Jacksepticeye? What the fuck?
T-Series.
It's a bunch of content creators working together on things. Oh yeah, because last time Joseph tried it, it came out so well. His expose of alt-right where he got everything wrong. Like
It's a bunch of content creators working together. We need to add threads to discuss movies.
To discuss movies. Why do they need? Why would these people discuss movies in his server? I'm sure that IHE has his own Discord, but leave it to Crowd to be retarded. Are you making a new server, Crowd? Yeah. Nah, I'm staying here. There isn't going to be a new server. And spend his time writing Thanos fanfic. Big sad. Just won't be the biggest dick around anymore. Well, he never was the biggest dick around. Oh, he was the biggest asshole though. And then this quote unquote Alex. Everyone, lol, I'm not actually IH everything. I just wanted to show how literally anyone on this server can post a link to a big channel and impersonate them, while the gullible mods take no steps towards verification. No telling them to go to VC, no asking them to for live face picture, no asking them to tweet something out to prove themselves. Meanwhile, planning to hand ownership to someone who has not even been verified to the real shit. Social experiment XD. I'm one of the veterans. and then this salt. This is the future you wanted and chose. And a picture of what's his name? Ethan Ralph. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
God. You and the rest of the alt-right chose this a year ago. He looks better than Joseph Lancaster, anyways.
Yeah.
Joseph Lancaster literally looks like an unevolved troglodyte.
The only problem I have with Ralph is that he can't fucking pick a fucking shirt that will hide his fucking hanging belly.
This is Ralph.
Well, I can imagine Ralph becoming a wrestler or an MMA fighter with his body, and he could probably slowly train.
This is also Crowd.
Yeah, we know.
Train, effort, Ralph. These things are a foreign concept.
Look how he smokes that fucking cigarette. Jesus
That's
Christ.
one out of 40.
Yeah, Crowd looks like he's been.
I mean, yeah, there are fat wrestlers, and yes, they are successful, but they also give effort.
I'm wondering how is Kraut's smoke quitting doing?
Do we even need?
He's down to 50 packs a day.
His lungs are now blacker than Germany.
So, oh yeah, here's some more drama for Tonkasol. The wheelchair, the whole wheelchair rumor. Turns out he had a wheelchair fetish.
Are you fucking serious?
No, someone actually made a video about it. It was kind of like.
Oh, that is. Oh, wow, that is top tier cringe.
What I heard, it's not a wheelchair. It's like an orthopedic chair, and he had to sit in it because he damaged his
neck. He actually broke his neck. That's what happened.
Oh.
Basically, he needs to keep it straight for long enough in a day.
Yeah. So now he jerks off in the chair? Like, what's the?
The other thing about him is apparently, I don't know how old he is, but apparently he has ED problems, so he might not even be able to.
Oh my god!
Did you not hear
erectile dysfunction?
Oh, I thought it was Encyclopedia Dramatica.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, he has ED problems now, I guess.
Definitely related.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently one time Vamp went to fuck him and he couldn't get it up.
Oh wow!
Who couldn't get up?
His Goyle friend.
Yeah, Tonka couldn't get his stick up.
Couldn't Vamp?
Let's put it this way.
Well, look at this dead weight. The Tonka is a real piece of
dead
shit.
Weight.
He wouldn't stick his neck out for anyone.
Yes, and Vamp really wants to get into that wheelchair.
Oh.
That's why our show is called Ultradegeneracy.
Yep.
At
least we don't fuck children.
Did anyone else watch Cog's stream about this?
No.
Who's Cog?
Cognitive Thought.
Where the fuck did this go? Sorry. Oh.
Oh my god. Of course, the guy has a cripple fetish. Holy shit.
Grandpa fetish! Grandpa fetish! Turning into Dame Paces over here. He has a cripple fetish! Echoes in the fucking eternity as the beaner laughs.
I know that. Ooh. Wait.
Oh,
god damn it! I lost the fucking hand. God damn.
I think
I'll
it's
look for it
actually
later.
well, would be appropriate to mention that David Chirac continues to be retarded.
Oh yeah, there's another frequent topic of ours.
Louis Laval. Oh god.
They're so obsessed about me. It was like, yeah, well, you're not about Sargon.
Yeah, at least we don't have a parody account of him because he is his own parody account.
Yeah,
that's what locals tend to do. So
okay, so apparently Andy Warsi's going to do his entrance and speech at that Valor Fighting thing.
Yeah, well, somebody will record it and show it to the rest of us.
I'll link you. It's live streamed right now.
Oh, so it's free? I thought you had to pay for that shit.
Well, somebody must be there
Here's
live.
the link. Yeah, they're doing a live stream.
Oh,
Here's the
that's
link.
nice of them.
I mean, it's the least they could do because considering all these people, paid to go down.
Yeah, they should fucking they got their money. What the fuck?
Yeah, so Andy Warsi's just gonna do a speech. He's not gonna,
Don't fucking pay for
it. He's not gonna
fight. I really lost the hand. God damn. Oh well.
And before that, Andy Warsi talks about his revenge at Hasbro. Or his failed attempt at blowing it up.
Where? That thing really flew all the way over there. God damn. All right. I was painting something and it flew away.
I think I know what the speech is going to be about. His
crippling crack addiction. Oh.
That and his retribution towards Hollywood.
Well, what did Hollywood do to him?
Well, Pedalwood.
Why?
Constant propaganda, constant movies trying to tear apart the very kind of foundations.
Why
of
would
our values in
Warski give a shit?
society.
He's a fucking Canuck.
Well, didn't Andy once say he once worked on the set of a reality show or something?
I don't know.
I
Did
used
he
to work
fucking remember what happened with all the coke he's been doing?
I don't know.
I
think he mentioned that once. I forget where I heard. I remember him talking about that once. I forget where he mentioned it.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did it go?
He's known as the cocaine. He's known as the cocaine warrior.
God. So he's Snowflame.
Andy cocaine warrior.
Andy Snowflame Warski. Oh, that actually sounds good too.
Yes, I agree with that one.
As a wrestling name?
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I was just shit posting because it's a cocaine powered superhero, but he could totally rock that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Warski.
Yeah, but here's the sad part about it is that he's cleared because they did initial blood testing and found nothing on him.
Wow.
Yeah, Andy did everything that he was supposed to do in order to prepare for this fight, but Tonka didn't, and then Tonka's still somehow blaming Andy for this not going down because that's how much.
Well, that's his buddy Kraut. This is how Kraut operates. This is the typical sociopathic trait. Just blame others for your own. Well, not just sociopath. It's more histrionic trait. Again, I bring it up all the time, but let's take a look at the symptoms of. So exhibitionist behavior. Again, like half of YouTubers. Some people have YouTube channels just because of their personality disorder. Constant seeking of reassurance or approval. Excessive sensitivity to criticism or disapproval. Pride of own personality and unwillingness to change. Viewing any change as threat. Inappropriately seductive appearance or behavior. Not always. using somatic symptoms of physical illness to garner attention, a need to be the center of attention, low tolerance for frustration or delayed gratification, rapidly shifting emotional states that may appear superficial or exaggerated to others, tendency to believe that relationships are more intimate than they actually are, making rash decisions. Well, that's a common symptom of many personal disorders. Blaming personal failures or disappointments on others. Again, there's this being influenced by others, especially those who treat them approvingly. That's pretty much Kraut in a nutshell. Being overly dramatic and emotional. Again, this fits Kraut really well. Influenced by the suggestions of others. Again, since he gathered his current...
It's Kraut.
Downhill.
Well, he was just about to give his server away to some dude pretending to be some other dude.
Disguised as another dude.
Disguised as another dude. Yeah, man. I watched. I think the last Kraut video I watched quite recently, actually, where he was like saying that Black Pigeon Speaks is like full of shit.
Oh yeah,
he reads
accused of plagiarism, and it was not only that. Those accusations were so retarded that well, it's a Kraut video. Of course, it's retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kraut has he just tries to go after fucking everyone. I mean, what the hell was his beef with fucking Edgy Sphinx and Braving Ruin again?
Oh,
because he revealed the fact that Kraut is a doxing piece of shit.
Well,
There's that also.
It's actually much further. They had bad blood between them for a long time, and
it was over the whole alt-right ideology issue.
Well, yeah, I think it was Braving Ruin at the time. He was a fake. Yeah, he was secretly alt-right, and then he exposed himself.
Secretly alt-right.
Well, yeah, before
so fucking dumb.
I'd need to go back. It was like 1 or 2 years ago. Then he came back as
Braving Ruin. Because he used to be Edgy Sphinx, correct?
Yeah,
yes.
Edgy Sphinx before, and now Braving Ruins.
Damn it.
Yeah, but the thing is that, given that Kraut really doesn't take criticism well, and he takes everything personally, and he keeps grudges for like months and years. Couldn't let it go.
He's like a woman, Jesus.
He acts like the fucking Young Turks. Did you see what a bunch of
Speaking of Anarchisperian.
Yeah, did you see what a salty cunts they acted like when people called them out for how shitty they handled the story of the girl getting...
That's
Oh, yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage, Glebs.
Oh, but by the way, since you mentioned it, let me show...
wait, stop talking about Cortez. Never mind.
Let me show my shit post from that video where they were salty as fuck.
One time I was fucking a monkey I saw in the jungle, and I was feeling alright. Hey, I'm not a monkey, so I guess I'll go and fuck that monkey again.
That is not a nice way to talk about Chen, Anna.
Yeah. Well,
oh man, I would
Cenk
love.
being
Speaking of fighting people,
fat
I would
soy
love
that he
to
is.
fight Cenk. I would absolutely love to fight Cenk. I would love to, just because he's got a big slab face, so you could take like a lot of punches, so you could damage him for ages.
Well, he's caveman. Unga bunga.
Yeah, he'll throw shit at you.
No,
God, he's so fucking stupid. I love it.
Oh, and he's out there.
So Cenk is Donga personified.
Andy Worski's about to make a speech.
Oh,
he's coming out in a wheelchair.
What?
He's coming out in a wheelchair, and
I need to look
it's
at
funny.
this.
You gotta watch this. I linked it. I just linked the
I
live
see
stream.
it. Yeah.
Stream.
Making a name.
Yeah, he's like a Native American with a.
Oh, get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
Oh,
and also,
my God, that's amazing.
Also,
What the
Ralph
fuck
is
is
dressed
Ralph
up as-
wearing?
I don't know, it looks like he's.
Ralph is like Caesar.
Like ancient Roman.
Oh God, he is.
Oh yeah, he has
What
a crown.
Fuck.
My god, this is insane. What is this?
We're supposed to have a YouTube grudge match tonight. His opponent did not show up for the reasons that are on Facebook. We made a really long post about it.
Ooh.
Yeah, fuck you, Tonka.
So he wanted to give you the opportunity to walk out. He came
stayed
and
in his sandbox.
he wanted to walk out. He's been training for his fight. I'm going to hand the mic over to him and let him discuss his feelings.
Thank you. Dead air.
Holy fuck.
This guy, Tonka has challenged about 50 people online to fight. It's saying he was a UFC champ, MMA, and I was the first person to be like, all right, I'll do it. And he's tried everything in his power to make this match not happen. And I called the bluff, one after another. And you know what? I want to say that I'm not a fighter, but after training for the past 3 months, almost every single day, I respect the fight game. I respect the fighters. I respect the people who come out of here and even get their ass kicked, because I was willing to come out here and get my ass kicked, Tonka. Where you at? I flew from Canada. He lives in Alabama, one state away. Low T Tonka.
It really does.
Every day drinking protein shakes and creatine shakes. This guy was busy drinking soy.
Oh, God.
He won't show his face. But I gotta say, after all the training, I still want to fight somebody. I am going to fight someone in the upcoming months. We will make it happen. Because I just need to now. I need to. So thank you, Tonka.
He has bloodlust.
A version of myself. Looking better, feeling better, and showing everyone that you are a punk who won't show up.
The fucking energy of his speech actually made me find this. Oh god, my dick's hard. I just felt my T go up just while seeing Dick speak.
Daddy, no! Like you said to me, Tonka, the last thing I heard
CRP.
you started training like a man.
CRP's in the luchador mask.
To a man, but you ain't here, and I've been stepping up. I'm a man, and don't you ever step up to a man.
Thank you so much. And as Andy said, he does want to fight someone. So expect to see him back in the Valor cage, going to fight someone, YouTube or not.
I want to challenge Baked Alaska. Baked.
Fucking do it.
On VidCon in July in LA, Baked Alaska. We messaged you. Come on, man. Let's do it, buddy.
Oh
shit! Thank you guys. Thank you.
That still sucks for the people that are there. Like, do they have another match lined up?
Give him the motherfucking money.
Well, yeah, there's more than one match. I think it's just like a theater event.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so
that would suck for the people that's there.
Well, it does suck for the people who bought tickets just to buy it to see Andy and Tonka's fight.
Oh,
And the next one is Sarah Connor and a tranny fighting.
Ooh, that's rough.
You know,
I was on they call me text stream. We were watching the fucking ladies football league. That is a trash fire. That is an absolute trash fire. It's amazing.
You mean the ladies lingerie football league?
Yes, it's a fucking trash fire.
I can't be the only one who thinks that that cocaine superhero looks like Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah.
I say Andy needs a luchador mask.
He's gonna dress. I can imagine him trying to put on a luchador mask and trying to.
Well, the fucking half
this chick has got some rhythm in her. Like you can tell, she's just jumping.
Oh, that was Warski as fuck. I called it.
Yeah, she's definitely lesbian. strong right there.
Oh no, I'm not watching the stream.
Yeah, well, I closed the stream because the interesting part is over anyways. But yeah, by the way, that comic is fucking crazy. The bottom
This is what comics should be like. Just fucking do whatever.
Well,
he runs on cocaine. Fine.
They killed him off in the same issue he was introduced, and he was the only good character in the whole series. That's
Wait, which series was he part of again?
Young. Oh fuck! It was really bad '90s shit.
Oh, okay. It was like an Image comic or something.
Fuck,
It looks too good to be Image Comics. What am I saying?
Was it Young? No, not Young Bloods. Fuck.
No. Young Blood was Liefeld.
Okay, so.
Oh no, it's DC.
Yeah, it was New Gardens.
Holy shit!
Young Justice. Yeah, well, that's what was called.
Oh my god.
Was it?
No, Young Justice. That's just an ad.
Oh, okay, so
dude, he does look like Ricardo Montalban in the 1970s.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he looks like Ricardo Montalban in The Wrath of Khan. Great.
New Guardians was called.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, it's okay. New Guardians. Yeah, that's.
That's a sub team in DC. That's fine.
I thought it was from the 90s because it was.
Well, 80s, 90s, cocaine isn't big in both decades. More so the 80s, but.
Yeah, but I mean, the comic itself was had all the worst characteristics of early 90s comics.
Well, it's late 80s. It's gonna bleed into the early 90s.
Yeah, whoever wrote these lines probably had some lines for inspiration because read this.
It was the 80s. Everyone was doing cocaine.
Give up the ultimate exhilaration, the divine rapture, the euphoria of electricity that now surges through every molecule of my body. Give up. I would sooner choke on the soil from your puss, guardians. Stop him before he ignites. Ah, may the fire burn everlasting. No, I am the truth.
You know what? It's no more bullshit than every other fucking power in DC. Come on.
Accepted. I'm Snowflame. Every cell of my body, of my being, burns with white hot ecstasy. Cocaine is my god, and I'm a human instrument of its will.
Cocaine.
Labs, I need I'm gonna need you to send me that image. I want to try something.
Oh, cocaine?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Lewis.
What?
You said you had black tar hair. What were you actually talking about last stream?
No. I was joking around that I had black tar heroin.
Yeah, what did you actually have though?
It was noise. It was what happened was I had allergies.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you had like cough medicine or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Don't you understand yet? Oh shit. There we go.
With thought, accelerated thought generated by my fantastically heightened mental senses. Yeah, that sounds like something someone on a being would say.
Heightened mental senses.
I have the power of Andy Worski. I am a coked up Canuck.
I feel no pain, although I relish your feeble attempts to inflict it.
I mean, technically, that's kind of accurate. Although that's more PCP angel dust thing than coke.
Well, any drug
that's because you haven't taken enough.
But no, it's a serious thing with when cops try to apprehend people on angel dust, and they have literal charge strength, and tasers will not affect them.
Yeah, it's kind of acts like anesthetic. So
yeah, tasers do not work on them. It's actually fucking scary.
Yeah, well, sometimes they don't work on people on meth either. So
yeah.
But sometimes they don't work at all.
No, but it's like they don't work and they have charge strength.
Yeah,
that is fucking terrifying.
I do recall something about being a drug dealer before he became a superhero in South America.
It's not a superhero; it's a supervillain, and he was a drug dealer. But
of course, Of course, it had to be from Colombia.
But the thing is that since he planned his mansion while high as fuck, so he decided to put his chemical shed next to his swimming pool. So those the young gardens, or what's the name, new gardens, they blew up his chemical storage and him with it. Because if you're going to store volatile chemicals, don't put them right next to the pool where you relax. It's not a good planning. And if you're drug lord, you can afford it to put it somewhere else because you probably own a lot of land. Anyways,
dude, let me read this real quick. How long do you think your silicone chips can stand up to my psychokinetic?
This has to be the worst Colombian accent ever.
Ooh, don't you understand yet?
Seriously.
Oh, fucking hell! I can't read this because of my fucking computer. There we go. I burn with thought, accelerated thought generated by my fantastic. Oh fuck!
The more you fight back, the more you fan the fires of my high.
Is he talking about fighting or like raping someone? Jesus.
The
more you fight back, the stronger I become. Oh God.
And this it has no like spaces between words. I think it's meant that he's just talking way too quickly. But to my regret, I have a job to do.
No, that's definitely intentional. This was before Marvel stopped giving a shit, even though this is DC. But yeah, that's deliberate.
Erythrolixum coca, what new spore of madness have you released upon the world this time? Oh's dead again. I think that's the concept of
How's that
again.
Hey yo, how's that again, nigga?
Flora is lamenting over the plant that produces cocaine alkaloid. It's all over the Andes.
Yes! Or no,
it's all over the Indies.
Ooh.
Not
unlimited powder.
Okay. Is it
cocaine man?
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Actually, it doesn't show. That's weird.
Pablo Escobar has nothing on me. Pablo, el patrón. Pablo Escobar has nothing on me.
Oh my God.
Non comprende. Hable inglés.
Stop him before he ignites. Oh my God.
Yeah, he has snow flame after all.
Hello, Akbar!
Now that's perfect for an avatar.
It is.
Yeah.
That was great. That probably is someone's avatar.
I could see PewDiePie using something like that for his avatar.
If there was a hero that would represent crowd, it would probably be Smoke Man.
Look at this. Dude,
Coke.
You should totally try cocaine.
Oh, there's some cosplay. Oh, it's actually good cosplay.
Yeah, it's fucking Linkara. Or no, it's one of Linkara's butt buddies.
What's his name? Face kind of looks familiar. Oh, wait. Isn't that Jew Wario?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not Carmichael. The kid diddler. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God! There is a today I found out a video about Snowflame.
His first PSA, he talked about the magic of friendship, which he learned from My Little Pony. Though he only did so because he was promised the pink pony if he did.
What?
No, sorry, I was just reading.
I don't even want to know.
Oh God!
By the way, there is an official. Someone actually is making a comic about a ponified version of Snowflame.
Yeah, I saw that image too. It's fucking
bronies and cocaine.
Yeah, and there are much worse degeneracy. Oh God!
And actually, I think there are several ponified versions of Snowflame for some reason.
And yet, they are all more productive than fucking feminism.
The Pokemon
Jesus Christ! There are multiple.
Oh yeah, it's like for some reason.
Why not?
At least this one is drawn well, So
Yeah, it's rendered well. Yeah.
Why? I don't know, but it exists. The fuck?
Why not? Yeah, Pinkie Pie, the one who acts like she's on meth.
Okay. I gotta interrupt you for a
That's
second.
fucking gay.
Oh,
Finley!
That's gay.
Given how degenerate bronies are, this sentence doesn't strike me.
Yeah,
as
that's intentional. That's intentional gay. Yes, that is actually intentionally homosexual.
they should remove energy with power.
Powder.
No power, because he's burning with white power.
Whoa! Did somebody fucking make Snowflame in 3D? Look at that shit. Lower left on the current screen.
This one.
Oh,
No,
nice.
one more down. Damn it. That is cool though. Oh, it's a custom.
It's a like action figure.
No, there was one where it was a 3D render below that.
Hold on.
3D render, or no, it's a drawing, but in
no.
3D. Oh god damn it. This one.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yes.
There. Is it like
that official or is that? Oh man.
For a game, some wrestling game, I think, or
looks just like a rescan.
Oh,
yeah, but still, that would be amazing. Oh man, he would be so fucking overpowered in GTA. There's coke everywhere.
Nick, I gotta ask you something.
What?
Who would win on a fucking fight? Dr. Roxo or Snowflame?
Snowflame, because he actually has powers. Roxo is just a drug addict.
Yeah. Also, speaking
like
of
Roxo is just a rock and roll clown. He does not get superpowers.
Wanna see the best cosplay ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown. I do cocaine.
That's actually a really good impression of his voice. Hey, the boy with a balloon. I do cocaine. Don't tell nobody.
Hey, little boy with the balloon. I do cocaine. Don't tell nobody. Yeah.
And
so it's just become a whole series where they're like, they have like the brown blast or something like that for like a smack powered one.
Ooh.
Like Mr. I don't know.
The brown bomber. No, wait, that's just shit. God damn it.
Also, unlimited power.
What about Captain Crystal for Crystal Meth Addict? Captain
I don't want to
Crystal.
hear any more about crystals or gems. They've just fucking ruined all that.
Now that I think about it, there should be a Steven Universe character called Crystal Meth.
Yeah.
Steven
If
Universe.
the show was made on meth, the quality would drastically improve.
Dude, have you seen how Rebecca Sugar looks? She looks like a fucking junkie.
No,
she looks
even
like
junkies
that.
have better fucking hair than that. Come on.
True.
Well then, you tell me what.
No, don't you fucking dare, Gleb.
Well, maybe Sugar is not the real name. Maybe Sugar is the hobby. No Sugar.
Ah.
I don't know. She's probably
people on drugs are more creative than that.
Yeah, I think
Gleb.
she's
Come
getting
on.
moon sugar from some Khajiit.
Okay, fair enough.
Speaking of drugs, rolling up.
Here, Khajiit after ingesting moon sugar.
This is good, man.
You don't know what's surprising that people are still watching us where we just.
Wonder how you'd snort coke in zero G.
That's a good question, actually.
Nobody knows.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's a Halloween costume.
Of what?
Well,
Yeah.
a connoisseur of no sugar, obviously.
Of what? I don't get it.
Hello,
Yeah.
Kate Moss.
Kate Moss.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, fair enough.
Kate Moss and her cocaine addiction.
Oh.
Oof.
So
that must be her fancy dress party. She's just walking around with that thing that says Kate Moss.
Well, it's nothing like her. At least this chick actually looks good. I'm like, yeah.
I remember.
Look at that shit. Go back to that. She was found when she was 14. Oh God.
Yeah, models are usually found very young because
she actually look good.
Yeah. But the thing is,
okay.
The thing about modeling agencies is they like women with no tits and no ass because it's weird. They just want to show off the dress.
Well, all I'm
why
saying
didn't you use a fucking
is
mannequin then?
No,
I'm
I think
pretty
they like
sure
because they look like young boys, and those modeling agents are degenerates.
I guess that's a component too. Holy shit!
I remember Family Guy around the first season did a joke about Kate Moss being being really fucking flat, and then
but it's no longer acceptable to make gay jokes on Family Guy.
Unfortunately,
fat jokes. That would be a fat joke.
No, jokes are oppressive now.
Yeah, coming from the giant fucking baby-headed man-child that is Seth MacFarlane. You ever notice he looks like a baby's head fucking stapled onto a man's body?
No, you're talking about Jim Starling.
No, I mean Seth MacFarlane has the same fucking problem. He has his face is scrunched up to the lower part of his face. Maybe because he has no fucking hairline.
Oh, speaking of NPCs, guess who was in Puerto Rico a couple of days ago? Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, wonderful.
Are you serious?
For real.
Was he doing another racist bit? Did he decide to maybe become funny again? Maybe? No.
He decided to go and prove Donald Trump that Puerto Ricans aren't parasites and shit like bleh. And then he did some fucking party in the middle of the street.
Huh?
Yeah, it was all over the news here. It's retarded. But yeah, he was being the typical NPC as usual.
Speaking of NPCs,
couldn't we get him to go into ISIS territory and do the same thing?
Speaking of NPCs, let's talk about this epic shitpost.
Wow, this is epic.
Oh yeah, literal shitpost.
Ooh, I remember seeing that.
I have to say that's a lot of effort to pull.
It is. It really
a cardboard
is.
this huge on top of this.
But it was worth it.
Yeah, and they fucking it's actually sized properly. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And Bill Maher's like, thanks for the free advertising. It's a fucking billboard. You paid for that shit already.
Incels. It's fucking no. He literally has the fucking NPC response. It's call them an fucking incel.
No, but he's like, thanks for the free publicity. It's you already paid for it, you idiot.
Oh my god!
What advertising is.
I didn't notice the live January 18th Friday NPC. Sadly, the NPC is a bit out of proportion.
Free publicity on a sign you fucking paid for. You.
Oh my god! Yeah, I just fucking realized he already paid.
He's an idiot.
He's just gonna have to pay
dog
to
murdering
fix
fuck.
it.
Hold on. To those incels who defaced my billboard, I just want you to know I will follow you to the gates of your parents' basement. And thanks for the free publicity. Real time is back Friday night.
Who the fuck has gates as an entry or egress to their fucking basement? Surely you have a door, like every other human being.
I do.
Because he's thinking of the
Because I love to be dramatic.
Look at this old picture I found. Showing an NPC that incel is one of the words NPC used. You cannot just make fun of them anymore. They are memes have become reality. Look at this shit.
He is a meme.
Guys, Macho and Glass probably saw this. You guys remember that little argument I had?
The what?
Oh, those screenshots I posted about how one of those antifas called me an incel like 2 times because he couldn't.
I remember started yelling at
I'm surprised he didn't say you deserve to be fucking hurricaned.
Oh no! He was no.
No.
It's Antifa. They don't have fucking standards. What
Come
are you
on.
talking about?
We all know he deserves it nonetheless if he's an incel or not.
Oh.
Oh wow! Oh my god, dude!
Yeah.
Oh
dude,
my god!
You know what's crazy? The guy.
My god!
Oh my shit.
Oh no! You know what's ridiculous? The guy, like a whole horde of these these motherfuckers were going at me because I told them the word incel has lost all relevancy and power. Like it's like the N-word. It doesn't affect anybody.
Oh man, Glebs, you gotta play it. We said it. You gotta play it.
The word.
Yes.
The N-word. Nosferatu.
Fucking nigger! Everybody
Yeah.
in the chat, Alex is a stupid nigger.
Thank you, Beauty Pie.
If you ever have a debate with someone and they fell down to the N-word, to using N-word, just put that clip. It's like fucking nigger.
What a fucking nigger.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Keemstar.
Also, this one.
You nigger spick fag chink kike retard.
Jesus.
You know, the minute you use the word incel, you've automatically lost. Even more when you're a fucking commie.
Yeah,
Speaking of the K word, apparently Stream Me is getting in trouble.
Oh,
So
boy.
it has already been compromised. Great job, guys.
These people are incels. I mean, if you called them like right-wing twats, at least that's a bit more probable.
Well, these people they just don't think. They use whatever buzzword is popular. They it's like, remember when there was this really ugly pro-choicer who had an
You mean all of them?
lifers, and she called them
all of them?
racist, even though she's as white as they are. So it's like they don't think. They just use random insults that aren't relevant or appropriate.
Well, when you think about it, when you ban words, because I was thinking about I think I was watching Joe Rogan or something, and they were talking about how swearing, like curse words, are from a different part of your brain than regular speech, and it's been shown to actually, like if you stub your toe and you yell like "fuck it, cunt, shit, motherfucker," it's like it actually helps you to deal with the pain. Right? That's been verified. So what's happening in the modern world, which is like how I understand PewDiePie very much when he did that whole "what a fucking nigger" thing. Words like nigger, packy, faggot, retard, all the words that they're trying to ban, they are the new curse words. I said when I'm gaming, and I'll be sat on my own, I'll be trying to do some fucking Destiny raid or some shit like that, and I'll happily, when it fucks up, just go, "Oh, you nigger cunt, motherfucker, you faggot nigger cunt," and there's no black people involved anywhere. And it's because nigger, like packy, all these words have become the new curse words. So if I'm searching for a curse word in my mind, I don't think fuck, because you can say fuck a million times a day and it doesn't mean anything anymore. But you say nigger, you say faggot, or whatever the fuck the fucking banned words are, right, they become the curse words. So nigger, sooner or later, I mean, I think you could even make an argument now that even the word nigger doesn't even mean nigger anymore. It's just a curse word now.
Well,
Seems like racist. Racist is like a curse word.
It has this temptation only in the US because PewDiePie is a Swede living in the UK, so using the US standards of profanity.
Oh God, he is so in danger. I didn't realize he lived in the UCUC. Oh man.
Yeah, don't live here, man. Well, no, we might be all right. We might be all right. We might be all right. Give us some time, man.
I don't know. I mean, Sargon fucked up UKIP pretty bad.
Matt.
Nah, not at all, man. Yo,
really? That's good to hear.
Matt, I'll be honest with you. It does sound like I'm defending.
She's a French lover.
It does sound like I'm defending incels. I'm not. I despise them as much as the next motherfucker, at least to an extent. But honestly, the more you use that term, the less the power it has. It loses its power.
And
Yeah, I mean,
Asians love French confirmed.
I mean, there's a reason why I don't even use the term racist anymore. It's basically the equivalent of
nothing. It means
I
nothing
know.
anymore.
When I call someone a racist, they truly are racist.
Now that's a big racist right there.
Well, I figured that I take the left's logic at their own word, and when they said that everyone has implicit bias, I was like, oh, so it doesn't matter then. Everyone has it.
Yeah,
It renders it. Oh,
when
okay,
they're-
fine.
Yeah,
it's
even
fine for me to judge black people and brown people on their skin color because I implicitly do it. It's implicit bias. There's nothing I can do about it, so it's fine.
So might as well make it explicit. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but
okay. So I have implicit bias. Okay, great. So does everybody else. So
Oh,
we're
glad-
all fine then, because we're not all murdering each other in the streets just yet. So it must be okay then.
Hey, I got a
After
question
the
for you.
election, some people are like, well, maybe you shouldn't get upset when people accuse Trump supporters of being racist. It's not that big a deal, you know? So, well, if being called a racist isn't that big a deal, then I guess racism itself isn't that big.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was that last bit? I missed that.
Oh my god.
Dude, do you remember that King of the Hill episode where Lady Bird bit a black man? That is what it
What
looks
did he turn
like.
out to be a criminal too?
Fuck it. Yeah. It was that episode where Bernie Mac was the guest character, and then Lady Bird bites a black contractor, and then everyone goes after Hank, and they call him a racist.
By the way, listen to your dog. Racist dog is like Hitler did like dogs. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know who doesn't like dogs? Bill Maher.
Well, he's a retard, so
maybe.
He's also
Koreans
an
love dogs.
anti-vaxxer, so
Koreans love dogs. It's like a delicacy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny because PETA murders animals.
Yeah.
So that's wrong.
Yeah, Koreans and Chinese. The Chinese really love dogs.
No, but at least the fucking Koreans and Chinese actually do something useful with animals.
No,
PETA just fucking murders them.
actually, Hitler thought that Jews weren't even human, so they were animals.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Maybe we should tell PETA about that, and they could murder the next Brazilian.
Imagine
The next Gorillion.
Gorillion.
Imagine Hitler was homeless.
Shut up.
Alright.
You have to see this degeneracy because Peter made a new advert which is so fucking retarded. Like, when you look
How retarded is
I
it?
don't know if it was they made it or someone hacked their account and posted something really really cringy.
Oh yeah, they made it.
Okay, one moment, let me find it. I have it down.
While we're talking about PETA, did you know Bill Maher supports PETA?
Yeah.
Bill Maher is on the fucking board of PETA.
Oh, really? That's even
Yes.
He's that petarded.
He is one of the people on the board of PETA. He has been for many years. He's
Holy shit.
disgusting. I hate him.
Well, how else is he going to get access to dogs to kill him?
He's a vegan, of course.
So this is like new Peter advert.
Oh no, they made this. They have made this.
Wait, so Peter did this.
Yeah. I mean, these are the people who lay naked and fucking like giant comedy size like meat packages.
Yeah.
They would absolutely do shit like this.
Of course.
Why
wouldn't they?
Also, it's about eating vegetables. Then why does this guy have a cactus as a dick?
Because sexism, actually.
Don't eat cacti.
Funny how that works, huh?
Well,
yeah,
funny how that works, Filio.
Unless it's a special, interesting kind of cactus, but it doesn't look like this.
Peyote?
Yeah.
Tonkasaw could use some of that shit.
It's because it's where the prick is.
Oh!
Well, one of the complaints PETA originally has was there's too many naked women in their advertisements that will be like, oh, I'd rather go naked than wear fur. So I guess now they're trying to compensate for that by having fucking vegetable dicks in their advertising.
Vegetable dicks.
Stories didn't.
Cucumber
I don't
beans
know.
at 50 Shades of Grey.
I don't know
I don't think you
how.
want to do this.
How do you guys think they will react when they learn that plants also feel pain?
They
They
don't give a
do.
shit. They just hate animals.
Like you know the smell of fresh cut lawn. That's basically like as if you were smelling blood.
Of thousands of grass.
Gorillions, in fact.
Grass. No, that won't work.
What?
Oh, here. By the way,
This is like fucking baby fetish shit. No.
No, what this reminds me of?
Do
This
what Mock is telling you and just fucking stop already.
No, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of those, like white cucks who'd like to be paraded around like slaves with the.
So Jim Sterling, basically.
by the way,
At least Jim Sterling would fill the role of a turkey better.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
mean
these
he's 99.9% fat, but all right. Look at the guy.
Look at those faces. You see. Fucking crackers, I swear.
Fucking crackers, man, right?
Fucking cracking motherfucker.
He's like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Man, what the fuck this nigga's doing right now? Holy shit. Y'all white niggas crazy.
Oh my god.
Look, I do. Look, every
He
time I
looks
look at
like he's
stuff
doing
this-
the fucking alien pose. Like aliens. Like rotate that 90 degrees. It's like
aliens.
Oh, Nick, I think I know what this is. This is a set of a black porno.
Oh god.
It involves
Black
fried
turkey.
chicken.
Yeah.
Ah, hell yeah, motherfucker. Give me that old KFC and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Give me some of them thighs.
Oh, and this is
Fuck yeah.
reaction.
Why we stick things up your ass?
Oh yeah, like, this ad. Let me play the rest of it. Oh, but you saw the cactus. It's like a.
It's a marrow.
No,
What's the name of this?
A marrow.
Yeah.
Cucumber?
no, the big one.
Marrow. It's called a marrow. M-A-R-R-O.
This looks like a type of squash.
It's called a marrow.
Yeah, whatever. It is. It's not a cactus actually. So okay, I take it back. It's not a cactus.
Pina.
Yeah, that's the name they should give it, Pina.
No.
Yes, we heard you, Limey. It's okay. Calm down.
No, I was saying, have you ever gone as far as to fuck a watermelon, Peta?
You know, if I went to a car wash,
I bet they would try.
They must be in
car
league with
wash and saw this, I would go to a different car wash. You know, where you put a coin into a machine and do it yourself without weirdo banana.
I'm gonna have to start using those because I need to fix my fucking door, and they refuse to let me through the car wash, even though they did before. Whatever.
Oh look, and it's a fucking sand nigger.
Oh, it's a
as well.
fucking chav. Oh, nice.
You know who it is? No, it's.
Oh no,
Todd
wait,
Howard.
he isn't fucking weedy enough to be a chav. Sorry.
It's Todd Howard. Seriously, look at him.
Wait, what?
It's probably not him.
Oh God. Okay.
He looks like him. Yeah.
Oh no.
Look at him.
Todd, no.
God damn.
Daddy, no.
Todd Howard at least
Daddy,
has some more chin than that.
It just works.
It just works.
Oh no, Daddy, no. Oh, don't deface art. Fuck you.
You can deface him
Who's
all you
this advert
want.
supposed to appeal to, though?
Look at her face. Like, you're serious. You're fucking serious. She's not impressed. Yeah, and those women don't like to be near him. Just like, what the fuck is this crazy?
Honestly, the one in the middle looks curious, but the one in the far left looks like she has a bigger nose than her face.
She's like, yeah. What am I doing here? What is going on?
What the fuck is? Hold on, fucker. What the fuck is? Oh wait, that's not Naomi Campbell.
She's saying, you know what she's thinking? Am I seeing things? Did they put something in my ecstasy?
Oh, bro. I want tripping award. What was in the Mitsubishi pill?
That looks better.
This is not a Mitsubishi pill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Surely sexual prowess is related to testosterone, and soy has been proven to lower testosterone.
No, not according to fucking H Bomber guy. You got to listen to the Mr. Towhead.
Oh my
Mr.
god, that
Mr.
guy.
Man who looks like his head is a fucking
what else
thumb.
happened of H Bomber guy? We haven't heard of him in a while.
If you are,
He literally looks like a fucking mongoloid. It's hysterical.
He dressed like a fucking Sonic. Just saying.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Where? When? Do I want to see this?
Probably not.
I guess I asked the question, so I guess I have to see the answer.
Come on,
Alright,
we need
I'll be looking for it.
Come
I'll
on,
do
we need
it.
to see some
Do it
cursed
now.
images.
Yeah,
He walks
this
like a weasel. He looks like a fucking toe.
H Bomber guy.
He looks like you took your big toe and put a shitty sweater on it and stuck like googly eyes on it because his fucking eyes bulge out of his goddamn toe head.
8 result when I Google H Bomber guy. It's Sonic.
Wow.
Yo.
Why? Why is this a timeline that I currently exist in right now?
Well, it's only the thumbnail, but at least for now I don't want to scour that video because serious Sonic lore analysis is like, damn.
Oh my god! How does that haircut make him look like he has less hair? Just fucking shave it and be a skinhead, you idiot.
Well, then he would be a Nazi.
Like a racist.
So, cursed image.
Oh
or
god, it's 7 minutes in. Oh Jesus Christ.
Well, okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
7 minutes into the video that fucking Macho posted is H Bomber guy being what he truly wants to be in life.
7 minutes in? Let's
Yes.
take a look. All right, let's take a look at this. 7 minutes. Okay. What? Oh,
oh god. He's realizing the dream to be a complete faggot.
well, I didn't think you could go, be even more.
Oh, you want to see more degeneracy? Look at him in the beginning of this video, and tell me that is not the most. He looks like a child molester.
Truly, yeah, he does.
That is molesty McMolesty right there.
Also, he lives in a shed. Just saying. That's even more molesty.
Good to see he's up on modern tech as well.
Oh, I gotta go fast.
Why does that
This
have
is
to be used
this
in
is
this
yeah.
video?
This is
That
the one
actually-
who
Oh, he put the
was
fucking back
considering-
spin on too?
Oh god.
He actually put on the back spine. Why? You can't even see it, except for when you turn. That is literally his fursuit. What the fuck?
I love the fact that he used the ear-rape version of that Sonic team.
I used it. I muted this video and used the team.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he would have too much class for that, of course.
Because I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah, he's too busy diddling kids to think of that. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
Yeah, at least we don't diddle kids.
Yeah, at least we don't. We can't say enough about a fucking H Bomber guy. Harris. Isn't that his name?
So he's like Harris Bomber guy. What does it mean?
I forget what H means, but why am I thinking of Harris?
No, Harris. That's what it means. Harris Bomber guy. And is he saying he's a Muslim or something?
Oh
God, he's one of those white Muslims. Jesus.
Ew.
It's like Thu, except with more explosions and less soy.
So hang on a second. Wait. Sorry, I was half paying attention. Do you say this H Bomber guy is saying that he's a Muslim and you think he looks like a child molester?
No. I think I said.
No, I said he looks like a child molester.
Bomber in his name. So
yeah.
Well, I've always said.
Well,
like,
technically, both of those things together would still make one Muslim, wouldn't they?
Perhaps.
Child molester wants to blow up things.
He
Yeah,
should rename into S Bomber guy, as in Suicide Bomber. Speaking of,
he should and hero himself. Jesus.
yeah.
Why do CSI bombers go when they die? Everywhere!
Oh yes.
I
like how the pig is having a dart.
Well,
He's chuffing it. He's chuffing the dot, mate.
Today, I think we might as well kind of wrap it up. What do you think?
Yeah, why not? Just stop.
We have viewers somehow. I mean,
really? Oh well. How many?
Well,
Sure,
three.
Wow.
3 viewers. All right.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah. Yes, that.
I think we tortured our audience enough for one night.
My salute to you, my fellow Americans.
Oh, this reminded me of this, my fellow American speech by President Keemstar from Hunt Down the Freeman.
Yes.
We've gone full circle. We started the stream with a meme about Hunt Down the Freeman, and we ended.
Yes, that's perfect.
It's
like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah.
Matt, there is something I want to ask you, and I want you to confirm the wanking license in England. Is it real?
Huh?
I've heard about it. I have yet to see the results of it.
I mean, I heard there's gonna be like I heard that there's even a license to watch porn in England.
Oh, that's probably real.
Yeah.
That to be honest, like with
it's not licensed. It's you need to.
You have to provide ID. You have to prove that you're over 18. So
it's essentially not really a license, but it is.
It's kind of like not so much a license as more of a we want to know who is watching what.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, you fuck.
I think it's worse than anything that even on the surface just appears as kind of stupid. It's probably more something to do with like we can watch what porn you're watching and then use that to like silence your dissent or something like that.
Yeah.
It's probably some
blackmail. Blackmail. They're going to use it for blackmail.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's politically incorrect to say blackmail. It's epistles of color.
That reminds me. You need to clip down "you fucked up my face" to "you fucked up" and put that on your soundboard.
Oh, by the way,
you fucked up.
Before we go, let me just play my favorite YouTube poop of the ending from. Oh man! Let me find it real quick. I'll leave a link in the chat as well. So there's a link, and it's appropriate to end the stream on this.
Look, I can explain.
You lied to me.
No, that wasn't the deal. He told me.
Mitch, please. You betrayed me. You used me. You fucked up my face. You lied to my face. You betrayed my face. You used my face. You fucked my face. And now,
Mitch, please. I can explain.
you have my permission to fuck you.
Ooh, what you say?
Oh, I forgot that was the best part. You talked over it.
So I'm sorry.
You betrayed my fucked up face. You lied to my permission to die. You used my life. And now,
Mitch, please. I can explain.
and now,
Mitch,
and now,
please.
and now, fuck you.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Firing that gun like Dante, Jesus.
That's why you should never try to kill your enemy with a what is called a paintball pistol, or more like what's it called, where the kind of pistol that's shoots those tiny plastic pellets.
BB gun. Pellet gun.
Yeah, like that. Well, speaking of BB guns, like in the first Fallout, there was this Red Ryder LE BB gun, and it could one-shot super mutants. So BB guns are serious business.
Oh yeah, don't you have to target the eye?
Well, it actually to one-shot super mutants, yeah, you have to crit, but otherwise it's one of the more powerful guns, and magazine capacity is 100 pellets. So it's,
oh shit, yeah, that would actually be useful, even if it did very little damage.
But it actually did a lot of damage, more than like 3006 rifle.
Would you find it early on? I can't remember where I saw it.
Well, to find it, you have to stumble upon a random encounter.
Oh, okay, so it is a special weapon. That makes sense.
Yeah, there was this like Red Ryder gun. It was just a pea shooter, but
yeah, it's from the fucking Christmas Story. That's why it's there.
Yeah, but Red Ryder LE. The funny thing is, like the random encounter, you find it. You stumble upon some crazy dude and his just shack in the middle of nowhere, and it had two chests, one unlocked, another locked with a pretty hefty lock, and the one that is unlocked, it has the powerful rifle, but the one locked, it has the pea shooter. I think they fucked it up. It was supposed to be the other way around, because it makes. Then again, the guy is crazy, so he might as well,
Yeah, I mean, it's Fallout 1, so they would have that bizarre kind of humor in there.
Yeah, it's
something that got lost when fucking Bethesda got the license to the.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's sometimes hard to tell if the game was supposed to be like that, or if they screwed up something, or it's a glitch, because those.
I mean, yeah, Fallout 1 does have some pretty atrocious glitches in it.
Yeah, but
it's still a great game.
Yeah, it's a great game with quite. You know how a lot of really, really great games have a lot of jank in them.
Yeah,
but they're good in all the right places. So even maybe those when the game is great, the janky parts are just
add to it.
Charm and character, as it said. Anyways, we've yammered for long enough, so kind of time to wrap it up finally, because I said we'll wrap it up and we go on and on.
Yeah, we go on for another 20 minutes.
Yeah, so thanks to everyone who joined us.
The pre-post stream.
Endured this stream of consciousness, for lack of a better term.
I mean that's how Worski got rich, right?
Well, that, and also, I don't know. Actually, and I know I watched some of his old videos, and he wasn't impressed. He was just like a kind of run-of-the-mill anti-SJW channel, so I didn't subscribe. Kind of, boring.
Well, would you subscribe to your channel? Let me put it that way.
Well, to my, yes, I would, because for all the top-notch shit posting and once in a blue moon, well, actually, much more
actual content, yeah,
the actual content that I put effort in.
Well, it's okay. I mean, I said I would make a review of the fucking this. Let me put it on camera. I forgot to make a review of this for like a year and a half. No, it's the Grifta. It's a 6-axis basically.
Oh, it's like a controller.
Yeah, it's 6-axis, and it has. It's nice. I just forgot to actually fucking.
So it's kind of like Wii controller, which like Wiimote, the same principle, or
yeah, you can use it for anything because it's just X input. It's nice, but I just forgot to make a review of it for over a year.
Oh, well,
and funnily enough, that video has over 6,000 views because it's one of the few videos that actually like partly reviewed the Grifta. So the people who made it, it's like, oh yeah, I would love to know how that works. And it's like, yeah, I backed it. You want to give me a fucking handle that you promised me? Huh?
It was a Kickstarter.
Yeah. Oh. It's a good product. I mean, but like everything else, the Kickstarter backers actually get screwed. But the people who buy the product after it goes to market are fine.
Yeah, that's really sad. That's why what's his name? Stop, Drop, and Retro. He said that the early worm gets the bird.
Yeah.
So
The only bird gets the worm.
I mean, I'm happy with it, but I would like the large size grip so I can hold it a bit better. But
no. It's the early worm gets the bird. So if you're an early adopter, you get screwed. But those who come later, they get the later improved versions, and it's usually a better deal because
the sad part is there's actually, you see this 4 button? There's actually a 5th button, but I talked to the guy and he says, "Oh, we didn't have time to wire it." Then why is the micro switch in here? So there's a 5th button in the center of this that you can't fucking use.
Well, if there's any pads that it could be wired to, you can manually add it. I mean, it's not the. I would do like a.
You do it, yeah, but it's like I have enough electronics to mess with. One of the things I do like is that look at how the bumper is implemented. You actually have a normal trigger, and then instead of an L2, you have this, which is kind of nice. It's actually intuitive to use.
Reverse trigger.
Yes, it's actually very good for some instances. Like I was testing it out in Warframe, and it was very.
Oh
nice.
Yeah. That must be a good.
It is for like movement, and then using like an actual mouse for like shooting and shit. It's great. I just forgot to make a video on it.
I wonder, does this controller would it work good with Monster Hunter?
You could just set it. It's basically a 6-axis. Like doing all this, it actually registers fine. And you have the thumbstick on it, and you can replace this with a normal D-pad. I mean, it's the same button. It's just it has a separate cap. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just that there's so much different button combinations. I just combos. I am just overwhelmed.
You're better off with the keyboard then.
Yeah, well, I'm playing on PS4, so.
Oh yeah, this will work with PS. Well, now you can hook in a keyboard for PS4. Actually, I think you could always do that. Xbox is actually getting PC peripheral support.
So basically, Xbox will become a underpowered, overpriced, and unreliable PC.
Pretty much.
With all the shortcomings of a PC, with none of the benefits.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I was just wondering because it took me like 3 to 4 hours and getting my ass kicked by the first biggest monster I've seen, and some YouTube videos to realize how I could do side steps while looking at the monster.
Yeah, peasants.
Hey, look, guys! I'm soy.
Yeah, it's just
that hurts my face too. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with
the tutorial really sucks in that game.
Yeah. Anyways, let's finish this stream finally. Oh, come on. Anyways.
Yeah, I kind of forgot we were still going.
Yeah. Everyone, see you next time. It was my privilege as always.
Later.
Yeah, good to see you guys again. I should